Hello everyone and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. So today we have the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Random Settings League match semifinals between Marco and Hamsda. So on commentary today we will be joined by August Fortif and Chuckles, and on tracking we will be joined by Caroliana and One Traveler. So thanks everyone and have a good race.
Hello everyone, welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We've got RSL on today. We've got Marco versus Hamsda. Marco runner-up in Season 2 and Hamsda runner-up in Season 3, so big props for these two to get in here again. August, what is up? Is it just me that can't hear August? Or am I... August? Hello? Chat? Okay, so we're going to be beginning soon. No, you can't hear August either. Okay.
No,
I
am here. Sorry, I had to let my dog outside real quick.
Oh, don't worry about it. What is up?
Not much. We got a hype match up here. Marco is undefeated thus far. Has a bit of a combat advantage as per usual, but Hamsda is no novice to Zuter.
No, these are two very experienced runners looking to get into the final versus... Are we allowed to spoil who is in the final? Has it been long enough for us to spoil it? I'm not sure. I'll leave a...
I think that's an adequate amount of spoiler alerts. If you don't wanna hear who won or who's gonna be in the finals, you should pause or mute it now. The winner of this will go on to face against Zuros, as we are dropping here in Lon Lon Ranch, and it looks like first up we do not have indoors that are shuffled.
But we do have cows shuffles because the cows are in separate places, so GG's for those who like cows, but no Overworld ER as well, so currently this is nothing. This is, where's the entrance randomizer? Where's the madness?
Yeah. You never know when Randobot wants to troll you with your first overworld entrance being vanilla.
Yeah, that is true. You never know. You can... Very regularly I've seen people walk into 2 dungeons, then walk into the third, and suddenly it's randomized, and you're like, wait, what's going on here? So, you never know. Very likely that it's not indoor or overworld. I think both these runners bombing it to Kokiri Forest to try and see if it is a shuffled ocarina, so wait to see if they do pick up one. Yeah, Matt, 2 vanilla for me at the moment, not liking it. If this is an ocarina... Oh, okay, it's not. There we go.
It is a 20-pack of chews, so it's looking pretty likely that we do have bomb chews in Logic.
Yeah, it could be. 20 chews does mean that it could be bomb chews in Logic, so that'll be fun to try and cut up some grass to see if we get some baby chews popping up, which we know everybody loves. We didn't start with consumables, but we started with a hook shot and magic, so if it is open bridge and open no BK, might only need a bow and light arrows to win the seed.
A bunch of small chests in Mido's house, untextured, getting a Skulltula out of one of them.
Yeah, we've got one Skulltula textured chest, so we've got at least textures on. Both these runners very much following each other's steps, heading into the shop now.
Now we'll have to look at the shelves. I do not see anything good. It does look like there is a shuffled shop item there. I don't think there's supposed to be 2 sticks.
Yeah, I think it is some form of... They didn't go over to actually highlight to see which ones of those had special deals on, so I'm not sure how many of those were actually shuffled or not. But a bit of a divergence here. Marco checking if it's open tree, and it's not open tree.
I think that was something...
Hamsda heading towards Lost Woods.
Couldn't quite read that hint. Unfortunately, Hamsda's getting a little pixelated at the moment.
Yeah, it was something about a GTG entrance. Didn't see what it was, but it looks though we've got Dungeon ER, which is one of my favourite settings anyway.
And our first generic grotto is indeed a generic grotto. Is that the Forest Temple?
Yeah, Forest Temple is way of the hero. Yeah, shout out to Hamsda's internet as always as the highlights of the stream. Oh yeah, we got Spider Shuffle as well. So Spider in the Wasteland, I think that was, is dead.
Okay, that confirms Overworld skulls are shuffled. We've seen a couple tokens so far in non-spider locations. We'll
Marco decided walking is too much effort and decided to death walk there.
Here's our first unique grotto. It is vanilla, so it looks like the only entrance shuffle is for dungeons.
And I've just had a thought that neither runner. Well, that's a 40 scrub price. That's a vanilla price. Let's see this one. And that is a non-shuffled scrub, so we don't even have scrubs on either. This is standard. This is standard with dungeon and at least overworld tokens at the moment.
Now, one hint that it was going to be vanilla scrubs is the fact that we did start with a full wallet.
Ah, good point. Yeah, so if it was that, then we would have had a wallet. Yeah, neither runner opened the pause menu, so we're not even sure if we even need to collect medallions and beat cannon yet. It might be Triforce Hunt, and we don't know if it's MQ madness. You never know. It could be 12 MQ. Didn't Hamsda in S3 RSL, was it Hamsda that had the 97 token bridge in one of their matches? And it was just really tedious seed.
I think that would be the type of seed that would benefit a runner like Marco, who just has practiced this game for, I think, over a decade at this point.
Yeah,
look at that. We started with the hook shot. Our first major item is the long shot from Sheik.
Yeah, so now we know that it's at least song shuffle, so some form of song sanity. And I think, I don't know about you, chat, but too early hook shots, is it plentiful? I don't know. We have the Water Temple and the Forest Temple.
I did not see any Tektite, so it looks like Master Quest, but my suspicions are heavily raised when we get long shot right outside what is the Water Temple.
Yeah. Actually, Hamsda could have checked the BK status there as well with the long shot. Could have
good point.
gone across and checked that.
I'll have to see if Marco puts that together.
Maybe a little bit of effort for something which is information that we could get later on.
But, you know, I think it might be beneficial.
Yeah, Ventnor is actually correct. Like, could have actually completed the dungeon. Could have got a reward 6 minutes in by doing the Water Temple if it was Beakeasy. Okay, Potato is dead, so we know. Well, we knew the Ocarinas were shuffled because where an Ocarina should have been, there was a pack of explosives. Let's see what Marco does in the Water Temple here.
He's going in.
He's in.
What's the? I think you want. You know. I think. Oh, look at that! There's a small key door that does not have a lock on it. He's also checking the entire layout of Master Quest. There's one other one.
Well, there was 4, and there was Deku, DC, Water, and Bottom of the Well, which are fun ones, to say the least. Water MQ is really fun. The dungeon is not completable. There is a lock on there.
Yeah, there is a big lock, but no small locks.
Yeah, now I'm rooting through my head to see, like, what could they actually do in MQ Water? Like, are the torches there to long shot down to the bottom? Like, I'm not even sure.
I think those torches are still there in Master Quest. He could kill Dark Link, but no Song of Time. He cannot get down the river. Or wait, no,
there's
Master
no Song
Quest.
of Time block in MQ Water.
Just remembering that as Hamsda taking his steps into Goron City.
Who would have thunk that the designers of MQ Water removed a Song of Time block? Like, what were they thinking?
It's a great point. Oh, but Little Link the Goron taking out Hamsda. We've got
was that damage?
multiplier.
What was
Either
that?
quad? I'm not sure what the vanilla damage from that is.
Oko? Like, that's half, damn it. That's half a heart? A quarter of a heart? He may have had reduced hearts in there beforehand.
According to our restreamer, it is double damage.
Double damage. Double damage. Double D's does not stand for titties today.
I think in that situation, Hamza had, as we just saw Marco take some damage getting into the Goron City.
Yeah, and the Deku Baba took a couple of hits to kill Marco to start off with, so makes sense that it's not something like Oko. Yeah, so into Goron City now. Currently, settings are very nice to the runners, I think. There is FW. And we started with magic, so FW completely usable off the bat.
Not only starting with magic, starting with double magic.
Wait, it's double magic? Whoa, I didn't even clock that. Like, we started with 2 magics? Like, Seed, come on.
They want you using that for Auror's Wind.
Yeah, they're like, have some fun with the magic. Like, come on. Yeah, Rafa, was it Shop Sanity 0? Was it just load of vanilla items? Because we just saw 2 shields on the right-hand side.
Hamsda not hesitating to pick up that shield. Marco being very careful here in the Goron maze to not take any more damage because he will die.
Ocarina of Time is Zora Tunic, so not much to worry about there.
And that's the Ocarina item. Still looking for that song hint. Hamsda taking his first step into the crater. Let's see if she gives us something just as good in here. $50, not bad.
I cannot see what Marco... That looks like a small brown chest in the right-hand side of the maze.
Now that is it's vanilla size. I don't know if we... Yeah, I don't think we've seen any big chests.
Yeah,
I
don't think we've seen any items in that should be a big chest or items that should be big in chests, if that makes sense. Like,
yep. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Yeah. Hamsda didn't check the dungeon. Probably worried about getting stuck in Goron City, in DMC with not having a lot of time on the timer.
Absolutely. 8 seconds per heart, you do not get a whole lot of time. But with such early access to bomb chews, these are Sphere 0 checks.
And we've got the slideshow from Hamsda. I can't see if that was that's got to be a small chest, yeah.
Yep. Another vanilla grotto.
The pixelated show. It's like playing on the actual N64 on an old CRTV. Nice. DMC Foolish was the hint in there after just clearing out the majority of DMC. And Frogs 2 is dead. So, yeah, like at the moment, pretty chill with the settings, pretty chill with the items we're collecting, explosives, hookshot, magic. This is going to be confirmation of Grotto Shuffle. It is a cow.
Yep. And with DMC being foolish, that means we will not have to climb up the mountain to get that Skulltula in the crate.
A good point. Yeah, the worst skull. No child climbing today. Oh yeah, if it's 100 token fridge. Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah, whenever it's tokens, it's never 5 tokens. It's always 87 tokens.
I'm of the mindset that the maximum should be 69.
Yeah, 69 tokens.
It's pretty, it's not terrible like 99 or 97.
You could say it's pretty nice. The minimum should be 69. What about the maximum and the minimum? The only token choice is 69. I take that. I take that. Hamsda going through the maze. They're kind of just going back over their steps, doing the DMC, Goron City stuff. I can imagine them going to CAC and then checking what the win conditions are from the Temple of Time, knowing it's not indoor shuffle.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll want to get down to CAC, do all those checks as well as the graveyard, and then get into the Temple of Time.
Yeah.
Now, Marco there checked the cracked wall hint. I don't think Hamsda did. And that was a hint for 30.
No, I think Hamsda was running out of time, maybe. Well, they went into the grotto and then I think they left, so they didn't check that. See that Thirsia is dead. So we have a 50 hint, we have a 30 hint. So unless they're both sometime since and it's like over 50 school bridge, I don't think it's a high bridge count.
As well, another divergence. Marco finding GTG in the crater. This could be huge with Keezy being on. There's just loads of checks in here.
So many checks that you can do. Do we know it's Keezy because we didn't see a key in a locked door and water temple?
Correct.
Ah, okay.
The path to Dark Link should have a lock on it.
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. I should have clocked that. But this is going to be vanilla GTG, so we are doing GTG as normal, where there's so many more checks in vanilla GTG than there is Master Quest GTG.
Yeah, a good point there. Sure, Marco is excited to see what he's going to be pulling out of here. Looks like Hamsda is making use of his time of day. Not gonna miss out on these Skulltulas here in Death Mountain Trail.
That's very true. Yeah, got to pick up everything you can do, especially with the long shot, and you can do the hook shot extension through the boulders. This one you can just backflip through because
Vanilla token.
Well-coded game. So what could Marco do in GTG? Going to be stuck here on the left-hand side. Right-hand side doesn't have Song of Time, but can go up to where the Keese and the slugs are. And then the whole of the maze. That's pretty much, what, half of GTG completed here? So, very good decision. And Hamsda's about to check what is in Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, Marco will essentially leave the 4 Bolok chests, the 4 Strength 2 chests, and the toilet.
We've got
As we
Forest Temple.
Yeah, look at that.
And this is Vanilla Forest. Oh, forest with a long shot. Oh my god, I find this like too pleasing doing this temple with a hook shot.
And Marco already breaking wind.
I see what you did there.
As Hamsda picks up a compass, I think that was not vanilla.
I think it was for the Shadow Temple. So some form of maps and compass shuffled. Oh, and it's dungeon shortcuts. We have a purple flame up, so we could go and see PG straight away.
Still need that boss key, but you're absolutely right. Always, always exciting.
I'm thinking of Triforce Blitz too much when there's no keys. Yeah, we've got Way of the Hero Forest. Got Keezy. There's going to be loads of stuff in here. We've seen 2 schools from the schools. I'd normally pick up about 5 just to make sure that it's not dungeon schools.
Yeah, makes sense to me. And a map. First check was a compass, second check's a map.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely... That's for the ice cavern as well. Just imagine if there was a dungeon that just had all of the maps and compasses for all the other dungeons. Oh, and talking of compasses, Marco picks up a DC compass.
Interesting. And Hamsda going down to the basement. Go counterclockwise.
Yeah, you push it one way on the other side. This gives you this chest and this skull. But then just push it back and you're good.
So our first dungeon skull is vanilla.
And another map?
Yeah.
That's the Shadow Temple map, so at least we know our whole way around the Shadow Temple.
Well, with Hamsda maintaining the map tracker for Emo Tracker, I certainly hope he knows his way around the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, that's very true. Did VXR say there's a major item in the center of GTG? Holy guacamole.
Well, that's a vanilla big chest. Is it textured?
Oh, I think it would be textured, wouldn't it? Oh, Rob Dog saying song in the center. If it's songs and dungeon rewards, that'd make me very happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big texture. So, pausies whilst we wait for Marco to pick up all of these stuff. Open the chest.
As Hamsda makes his first trek into Kakariko Village.
It's ZL. ZL in the center.
Ooh, hover boot, or was that not hover boots?
I think that was hover boots, yes, for 155.
Were they Hoover boots?
He's
You're right, called it. ZL in the center for Marco.
I don't know if you just saw that, but I saw that about 15 seconds after you said that, so you might be a bit behind on Marco's. I wish I caught that.
But yeah, that is very good confirmation that we do indeed have songs on dungeon rewards. I'm just getting a second shield.
Thank goodness. Something actually terrible. Let's go. Marco's gonna get stuck here. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, it's kind of a nail biter. 6, 5, 4, 3. Look at that. Marco knows his timer very well.
Easy.
And you've given us a paperweight.
Thanks, Angie. A heart container in the windmill. So we've seen containers and pieces. It's balanced, so. Oh, we're ahead now. Let me refresh again. Has been sinking quite a bit, so I'll make sure we keep refreshing. Okay, no, Hamsda in the graveyard. So, doing some of the standard checks here. Whilst Marco probably is going to just go into the Forest Temple, do what we've seen in the Forest Temple. So, keeping our eye on Hamsda for now to see what is fun and new.
Yep, and despite Marco picking up Zelda's Lullaby, no Ocarina, so we can't go do any of those checks while we're at it. But get your guesses in chat. What do you think Hamsda is going to throw down in the Dampe race? Is he going to get burned? I'm sensing a solid 51.
I'm going to say 1 minute, 3 seconds.
Oh.
Somehow voids out or something. I don't know. I don't know. Is chat side with me? I think I'm very wrong at the moment looking at this pace.
Yeah, if you notice... Oh, well, there's a bop.
Get nailed once. Closer to the 1 minute 3.
Taking a lot of
Kira
those early...
long shot strat. Nice, maybe. That might happen.
Oh, right. That would be fun. I always kind of forget about that little cheat.
Yeah, my aim is to...
Hamsda hasn't.
to even try this, so...
Oh, missed it by 1, but Dampe paying off with one thing that's a strength. Take that back into the way of the Hero Forest Temple. And a
yeah.
GTG pass.
So it's card shuffle.
That's for sure.
We know that now.
And actually, with that long shot, we can immediately go there.
Yeah, and we know that's Ice Cavern as well. But we don't have a bottle, so probably not worth it at the moment, but good to keep in mind.
Marco doing kind of the same route that Hamsda did, with the exception of Marco going into GTG. So Hamsda will be in the apparent lead for the moment.
It's interesting that Hamsda's down to 2 chews. So really kind of hoping that it is in logic and they didn't just get the, what is it, 1 in 6 that you pick up the 20 of the 6 packs.
If I'm not mistaken, and chat will undoubtedly correct me, but I think we've seen enough bomb chews in the 2 shops that I think the 3 shops that we've been into at this point. I think it's pretty safe to say chooser and logic.
No, I don't think we've seen anything in the Forest Temple yet, Foster, so could be waiting.
Why
don't they finish Forest? We don't have the do we have the boss key? We don't have the boss key to finish off the...
Yeah, I don't have the boss key. Both of our owners didn't have strength when they first jumped in there, so nothing past the strength block. And no bow for the Pochess. Is Hamsda picking up the Ocarina from the corner Skulltula?
There's a flute, so no late Ocarina today. We've picked up the potato. And we'll be able to play some tunes, including a song famously made by the musician who did Ocarina of Time, Zelda's Lullaby, and is that it? Is that the only song we can play? That's the only song we can
That's the only song we've got. Marco has that advantage, and I think it's a pretty big one.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said we could have gone back into... Oh, it's 500 points, so we'll be getting a always hint for Big Pose. Yeah, interesting. Hamsda didn't go back into the Forest Temple. Probably just wanting to see what the final win conditions are before committing, maybe. So
yeah, win conditions as well as we're gonna see these 4 hints and the door time.
yeah, nothing overly exciting there. Malon's obstacle course is dead, so he won't be racing any horses unless it's not free horse.
And look at that, we have a closed door time, so we're going to need to find the Song of Time in one of our dungeons before we can go child. If that's even possible. Could be beatable only.
Here we go. Water, Deku, Spirit, Foyer, Dodongo's Cavern, and Jabu. We need Shadow and Spirit, so it's Vanilla Bridge. And BK is inside a dungeon, so it's inside dungeon for key. Shadow, Spirit, and Light Arrows for the bridge.
So we're going to be doing some dungeon diving, not only for songs, but for that Ganon's Castle boss key.
So what are the... so we need to do Jabu. What was it? Jabu and DC were Shadow and Spirit, so... potentially 2 short-ish dungeons. DC with very low requirement to complete. Jabu, we need a few things depending on some settings.
Well, also, because it's Dungeon ER, remember, Dodongo's Cavern could be in the graveyard, so we could need Nocturne, Magic, and Dins.
Very true.
Dungeon ER definitely can add up to those dungeon requirements. But the good news with Jabu being required is we'll be getting the Song of Time eventually.
Yeah, we need to be child to do that. Hamsda just nerfed the skull in OGC as Marco picks for fish on 10 skulls, and it was the forest boss key. So it's BK sanity, at least in the overworld. So bye bye Hamsda. Hamsda's back to the DC entrance to complete.
Meanwhile, Marco already up to 10 skulls, picking up a bottle from that 10 skull reward. So my ice cavern senses are tingling like crazy.
Well, there we go. Long shot to access it, definitely. And then now having a bottle. And you get a song out of it still on songs on Dungeon Reward.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Song of Time's going to be in.
Yeah, Ice Cavern in G2G, Forest in DC. We know it's not GTG, which was in the Fire Temple. It's closed Deku, so definitely not in there. Kind of running out of entrances. Maybe we find some iron bouteilles. We could go into the water temple entrance. And if we find the water boss key, we could do water temple in forest temple. So lots and lots of options really on where that Song of Time could be. But yeah, it's going to be at the end of a dungeon.
I mean, at this point, with the long shot and the Gerudo card membership, we're a lens away from crossing the wasteland in Logic.
And then that spirit temple could be anything then, yeah. Yeah, lots going on, lots to think about. It's going to be really exciting to see what happens as Marco picks up the strength for beating Dampe at his own game, whilst also picking up a card for the Gerudos.
And it looks like Hamsda not going back into Forest Temple, just going to CAC for the Skulltula and going back to the windmill. And he's now going up Zor's River. I like this play. We got a couple of Skulltulas. If he can make time of day for the second one in there. We'll have to see what Marco does now with that strength. He hasn't picked up the Ocarina yet. And that first cluster of grass did not drop any chews for Hamsda. I'm a little worried on that front.
It did. I was just thinking that, like, where are the baby shoes? There's another boss gate. It's for the Spirit Temple.
And Marco going back up Death Mountain Trail. Looks like he wants to go inside of Way of the Hero Forest Temple. Get a little more progress done. He can, with that strength, he can go all the way. Floor Master, he can do the entire courtyard now.
Yeah, with no small keys as well, you could even get to the bow chest by bypassing Red Poach.
Oh, Ham just missed the second skull.
That's a shame.
Nothing from the freestanding items. Frogs 2 in the river. Did not catch that reward.
I think it was dead. I think we've seen it before. I think it was a token. Yeah, Alka saying that big key shuffled with songs on Dungeon Rewards is pretty Monka-esque. Yeah, agree with that.
We'll have to see what these two semifinalists can do with this.
This is a gilded chest in River Grotto with a mirror shield. So if you are not buying shields, you're looking pretty snazzy. Yeah, not sizes, only textures with noting that small chest. Was that really our first small chest that we've seen? Or first chest that is of different size? Interesting.
Well, that was our first small major item chest. Although I think we've also seen some small Skulltula chests.
Yeah, they would be small unless if it is a school bridge or key, then they would be small, is my recollection. I might be wrong there.
And Ham does not want to let this skull evade him. He's going to wait out time of day here. Looks like sun right above head about noon. He's going to be waiting a little bit of time.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty long while. We do have a level 1 hype train going on. DM Megzy with the sub, Jupiter with the sub, Jenny Bees with the sub, Huff Puff, Velvet. We are getting subs all over the place. We are on a level 2 hype train. So get your subs in to help out with that.
Sounds like the folks in chat are hype for the semi-final match. RSL Season 4 is gone quickly. And we're almost done.
Yeah, I think it's been. I don't know. I did compete in this. I went 1-5, so that's why I am not in this part of the tournament. But yeah, I think most people have enjoyed the Swiss single knockout style that has been adapted for this time round. And DM Megzy with a gift sub to Shirelli. GG's for that.
And unfortunately, nothing good from the River Skulltula. Or did we get bombs? That a
Did we
bomb
miss that?
bag?
Did we miss the bomb bag in the forest temple? How did I miss that?
I was watching Marco kill a bubble.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, and there's the light arrows as well. So that's one piece of the puzzle we're going to need.
Step 1 of 3 for that castle. And at this point, you know, just 34 minutes in, we've seen a handful of hints. None of those referring to any trials.
Yeah, so the lights won't be WOF if it's 0 trials, but if there's at least one, they can be hinted WOF. Oh, there's the lens of truth.
There's the Spirit Temple entrance.
That's just what we were talking about.
And it's Way of the Hero, too. And I'm not certain if the light arrows can be hinted Way of the Hero for RSL. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Alkaline. Getting my RSL and standard confused.
Yeah, RSL and in standard lights aren't hinted off because you could just pop up to Ganondorf and he'll say, you know, it's in your back pocket, mate, or it's in those pots over there.
Oh, it's definitely not in the pots in standard.
It definitely is not. Hamsda's back in the Kakiri Forest.
Yeah, he never checked what was inside the tree or these hints. Also using his time of day for the adult skull on the twins' house.
Yeah, very tactical. Very good.
Oh, Marco got the bombs. Bombs were in Forest Temple with the light arrows and the lens.
So lots of opportunities. Is it double WOF? Did we say it was double in the end? Did we get enough hints for that?
I don't think we've seen enough hints for that.
Yeah, I can't. Sometimes the hints we see from Hamsda are a little bit fuzzy, so it's sometimes hard to track.
Yeah.
No, just single at the moment. Thanks, Virgil. Yeah, chat is right. We found the ocarina in the Hierophil Grotto near Kakariko village.
Yeah, and Marco having safe warp out of Death Mountain Trail to the ranch completely bypassed that. He's now more interested in seeing what's in the temple and getting that win condition.
Yeah, that is interesting. Just bypassing that grotto. He's going to see that he ain't going to be able to turn child anytime soon. So hopefully won't have missed that.
Well, I'm kind of worried now because he has all the stuff to completely cross the wasteland in logic. It might take him away from that grotto for a little bit of time here. And see if Hamsda can score some points with his ocarina, but he doesn't have any songs at the moment.
Yeah, what an interesting dynamic of one has the flute and one does not have any musical knowledge to play the flute. So, but you're right, Marco could veer right out of here and head towards the land of the Gerudos.
Looks like he will be picking up that boss key. So Hamsda does some excavating here in South Hyrule.
Yeah, we've got the well is the Spirit Temple, so we're going to need the Song of Storms before being able to access the Spirit Temple. Yeah, let's see where Marco goes here. If he's going to remember the grotto exists, or if he's going to make a dash for something like GTG, or... Oh, he just picked up the Forest BK, so he may go back to the Forest Temple for his third trip in 38 minutes. And there's a hammer.
Hammer time. And I'm just noticing Hamsda has picked up the Spirit Boss key somewhere along the way.
Yes, that was in... I remember seeing that. I can't remember now. Where now? The hammer is good for Hamsda, who doesn't have a bomb bag, so doesn't need to use the choose.
Marco gonna take a peek at the Tektite Grotto. Pizza Heart.
Yeah, so Marco decided not to go to the Forest Temple, did veer right, and is now gone to the Tektite Grotto and now back walking to South Hyrule.
Yeah, continuing to kind of follow Hamsda in his path.
All I saw from that was hook shot.
Yeah.
From that hint.
I mean,
maybe it was
in
the
meadow.
meadow.
Shots.
It's probably in the meadow was a hook shot.
Yeah, Sheikah in the meadow teaches a hook shot. It's our first major item.
Yeah, nice to have long shot really early on.
Now, something Hamsda, I hope, takes advantage of is his ocarina here. He could have a free Scarecrow song.
Interesting. Good point. He is going to camp out for the time of day here. Hamsda's taken the decision to wait for nighttime for these schools. I am not smart enough or good enough to know if this is a good play. I will defer to anybody else who, if they think this is good or not.
I mean, I'm guessing Ham is thinking that there must be some reason that he's gotten a long shot so early. Against an opponent like Marco, I don't think it's the best idea. As we see Marco completely bypass Lake Hylia and just head over to the valley.
Yeah, I guess if you wait for time of day here, hopefully it will still be nighttime when you cross Gerudo Valley. It could be daytime when you get there, though, because of how long it takes. And then what are you going to do? Wait a whole cycle again for that? I'm not sure. Yeah, Marco's going straight for the fortress.
If this pays off, which it doesn't, could have been something beneficial. And Ham... what's he doing? Oh, he's saving his time of day. That's what that was. Gonna check these hints. I'm really hoping he checks that that free Scarecrow song. Is Marco using choose strats? I did not know that was
a What? Somebody clip that.
Yeah, put that in the strategies channel, please, in Discord. I don't think I've ever seen that peak.
I have, that just shows how knowledgeable on this is for Marco is in this game. He's just has so much experience, like you said, before. Back of Graveyard is the Fire Temple.
Ooh. Yeah, all that experience really paying off. And the long shot paying off for a Skull to the token. I'm guessing Marco's gonna no, he's recoiling. Thought he was gonna Death Warp.
Yeah, and I was thinking he was gonna go down the river into Lake, which I thought would have been a nice route and to get Lake Hylia in. Oh, he might still do that. He's just checking this item. And this hint stone.
GTG, Way of the Hero.
Nice.
All right, what the hells is in this waterfall? $5.
Did you say, what the hell is this waterfall?
I mean, it is his waterfall.
I'm glad we're allowed to joke about that.
Juke has his wall. Bonnaroo's got his chest. ATZ has a grotto. I don't think Marco has claimed any real estate yet.
Not that I'm aware of, no. Hamsda just had a pixelated hint for Pierre being the big Goron sword. So the Gorons are hoarding the Goron sword. That kind of makes sense.
I wonder if he just met his forehead with his palm, remembering about the scarecrow down in Lake Hylia. Ask him about that post-race, if we're so lucky. Marco using his time of day very wisely here. Going to pick up these skulls as well as the hammer rocks.
Yeah, Challenge was saying Marco rarely forgets, which, yeah, well, hopefully he won't forget that ocarina in the grotto coming up. So
Stone of Agony going to work, letting him know, hey, there's a grotto right there.
I think my favorite use of the Stone of Agony is in MQ Spirit. It activates in the invisible chest in the corridor with the Strength 2 block is. I was like, whoa, thanks for telling me, game. That was actually useful.
It's just going to lead someone to suggest all invisible chests.
Oh, dear. Yeah, every chest invisible, you need the Stone of Agony. Here's ice.
Now Marco not wasting time. Using that bottle, using his long shot. Hamsda now is the one trailing him.
Something, rush ice.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
See if Marco gets the recall heal. Very nice. These runners definitely got good brains for the RSL logic and understanding the game, but also good execution standards as well. So we're going to see some nice racing here today. Oh, yeah. We're going to get some frozen fish sticks.
Yeah, that recoil strat in Valley is not easy.
I think it's, what, like 3 frames you've got to, maybe 4 with the big Goron sword to get that. So more than enough frames for these runners, but anybody else just having a go, quite difficult.
And Hamsda making use of the friendly Octoroks.
And the double damage to get that done quickly.
Nice long shotting that freezer.
That is not gilded. The red ice does make it a bit iffy. But taking the risk of not doing that.
Now, I'll give Marco the benefit of the doubt.
What do you think on this prediction we've got going on here about the length of time for the seed? We've got different values from less than 3 all the way up to more than 6. What do you think, August?
I don't think it's going to be less than 3. I don't think it's going to be more than 6. I'm guessing around maybe a little sub 4 would be exciting to see.
I'll tell you what, I'm dropping 5k on less than 3. I'm going for Jet.
All right, let's see it. Marco does get a big chest in here in the alcove. It's a slingshot, not too valuable.
We've got MQ Deku, so a lot more valuable than it would be with than vanilla Deku.
Good point. Good point.
But yeah, still a slingshot.
And I don't think time of day quite worked out for Marco to get the Fortress Skulltula, as that could be something that gives Hamsda a leg up in addition to his Ocarina.
Fortunately, they weren't much worth, so Hamster keeping, using the time of day, waiting for the time of day to pick up these Skulltulas, but not been rewarded yet.
Very nice jump over to the blue. Ooh, never mind. Good jump onto the pillar, but missing the ledge for the blue fire. Going for backup strats.
Yeah, Fen, the other one is bottom of the well, is MQ. So Gerudo, we know it's shuffle card, so Gerudo did not give us a card then, they gave us a heart container. And that was only one carpenter needing to be saved.
And I'm not sure how Dampe was able to get that Gerudo membership, but
You know what? That's something I don't want to know.
he was nice to leave it for us in his will.
That's true, yeah. What Dampe's role is with the Gerudos is something that chat and the internet can formulate for us.
So Hamsda doesn't know it's songs on dungeon rewards as Marco picks up Saria's. Setting for his wind and going out. He does not have the lens. He does not have the logic to cross the wasteland.
Just knowing that Hamsda doesn't have a bottle, and I'm just trying to double check where the bottle was as well.
That was on 10 Skulls.
10 Skulls, you're absolutely correct, yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense why he broke some wind in there and left. But
yeah,
if I were him, I'd be awfully tempted, even without the lens, to cross the wasteland.
Yeah, chat pointed up that the long shot is now just in logic because Marco picked up Saria's song. So the long shot is now in logic. But you're right, I think I would have crossed, but yeah, Hamster not knowing that it's songs on Dungeon Rewards may hurt him a little bit.
Looks like he's now making his way back to the Forest Temple. It is Way of the Hero. He might pick up his bottle, but from his backwalk angle, I'm not too certain.
Oh, you're right, it's not on logic because we need to actually cross the bridge. Yeah, good point.
All right. See, this is why Midoskip needs to be part of the logic.
Yeah, I do like the funky logic that it generates, and it does at times give you quite good information about a seed. But yeah, at times when it's like beatable only and like flipping over Mido can really harm you in some RSL seeds.
Marco checking the Carpet Salesman. Not sure if that one is shuffled or not. He is shuffled, thanks VXstar. So we need 200 rupees to get something from Aladdin, or might be Jafar in disguise.
I just love how the carpet salesman says, "Welcome," with 2 L's and a space in between it.
Well, come over here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, come.
He's not welcoming, he's just demanding. Come.
He's demanding. Yeah. Get over it.
It's nighttime. We'll see if Marco can make it to both the Skulltulas. I'm guessing he's arming up those bomb chews for the bean ride Skulltula. Not want to get, bodied by these levers.
Yeah, it's a good way of killing this skull, rather than the other way, which would have been long shotting it and getting nailed at the same time by the levers.
It's like $5 as Hams takes his boss key into Phantom Ganon. Gonna get our first dungeon reward. Fortunately, it's just another stone.
Yeah, it's a shame it's going to be... Really, the rewards don't matter outside of Spirit and Shadow, because the songs aren't going to be where we think the song should be. So picking up a green medallion is just going to give you a random item from the Temple of Time.
Ooh, Sacred Force Metal Way of the hero. Likely for the long shot.
Yeah, didn't see anything in the Wolfos Grotto. So the last check there would be Zarya's.
Ooh, Lord Jabu Jabu has taken on a new form.
And this is vanilla, so there's one check we can do here. But you could pick up 3 skulls with the hook shot. Oh yeah, the long shot is hinted. So there is Song of Time.
Wow!
On PG.
Paying off for Hamsda, the one with the ocarina.
Yeah, so Hamsda could make the decision to go child now. But he has decided to go up the mountain.
Yeah, maybe... Oh, he's gonna warp. Did he pick up a bottle? Or is he going in here for more checks?
Going back in here for more, it seems.
He'll get his light arrows, his lens. And at that point, he might decide to use Furor's Wind to get back over to the desert quickly. With all that now being almost in logic for him.
Yeah, chat point out we're going to need access over to the desert. Because this is Jabu, so child will need to bash up Baronade for us. Yeah, Marco doing the one check we can do here. Hamster doing some of the stuff that Marco has already done in the Forest Temple.
Yeah, but Marco taking Gerudo all the way to the boomerang chest. And I don't think he walked back out, so hopefully he remembers not to leave Sheik hanging there in the desert.
Fair point, yeah.
Big
Save
chest,
quit in that.
save quit.
Just some bombs.
Some more bombs. Shucks. Good thing he didn't forget, though.
Nope, and now we can warp away, fly away back to Lon Ranch, and... Yeah, I mean, really, Marco's running out of checks when you think about it, so... Doing everything in forest, in the mountain area, could do some of the like Hylia stuff that Hamsda's done. So river as well, could be heading towards river.
He is going, looks like to the forest. What dungeon was in the Deku Tree?
Deku is closed, so we have not been
right.
in Lord Tree and Savior yet.
Marco shifting his direction into the river?
Yeah, it looks
I don't
like
think he
river.
checked those Skulltulas. But you're absolutely right. He's going to need to get into that grotto pretty quickly here before he runs out of stuff to do.
And actually, missing the Ocarina is not going to cost him any time in this race because Hamsda didn't pick up ZL, hasn't gone Child yet, so in this race he hasn't lost any time. There's the bomb bag, so is that in logic? Not at the moment because...
It is with Saria's song, I think.
Yeah, so we need the long shot, which we got from the Minuet song. So we still need access to the forest outside of Saria's song. Or an owl. Yeah, chat pointing out you could go through Spirit as Child, which is bottom of the well, so we need storms to do that. But that could be fun logic. That could be really interesting. Still using the Fraud's Wind to get back into ice. Now he's got the bottle from 10 schools.
Yeah, and that'll put all the pieces together for him that with the long shot and crossing the wasteland is in the logic. There was the Spirit boss key. In the river for Marco.
Yes, it was in the river, yeah. So some fun logical considerations. Marco picking up his mirror shield. Hamsda going through ice. And now knows it's songs on dungeon rewards. It's just whether Marco's going to get to that grotto. He's not deciding to head for the upper school, unless he already got it. But I don't think he did.
And Marco definitely running out of stuff to do. Looks like he's going back down south to the lake. Yeah. So this will buy Ham enough time, perhaps, to gain some ground. But he still has never ventured into GTG. That was inside the crater.
Yeah, I wonder if Hamsda decides to do that. Now very far away from it, so it could be unlikely. We are 1 hour in, so we may as well take this time to thank Marco and Hamsda in the RSL semi-finals for running for us. We have today tracking Carlinia, or can't even pronounce that.
I think that's Carliana.
Carliana and Worn Traveller. Is there a restreamer command? Does that exist? Don't know, but Alka is restreaming for us today. And then we've got You're Stuck, unfortunately, with me and August commentating.
I didn't know that was a thing. What was Hamsda doing right there? Can you clip into the red ice? Is that legal?
I didn't see what was going on, so not 100% sure.
He dropped a bomb behind the red ice, and it looked like he was trying to get it to blast him inside the for a
Call
stick.
the race bots!
Yes, it is legal. Thank you, Shiro.
There we go.
Oh, it's not a clip. All right. Hitboxes be what they be.
I wonder if it's similar to when you like jump slap into the silver rupee in this room. Is that the same kind of mechanic, maybe? Kind of technical OoTR stuff is not my forte.
Marco going back to the meadow, checking off his few remaining stuff that he's got left. That Skulltula in the meadow, just $5.
think Marco's got any more tools that could achieve more of GTG, right?
I think you're right. Yeah. No, he's going on some of these skulls. 2 in Death Mountain Trail, I think, right now. Already saw these from Ham.
Yeah, looking like gonna do EG here.
All right. He can now claim his Song of Time, but without an ocarina, he'll be scratching his head a little.
Yeah, you gotta think after. He's in the vicinity now to do this grotto down here, so it'd be a case of if he misses it this time, then he might have missed it.
And I'm pretty sure that Marco could get all the way to the vanilla bow chest if he wanted to dig more Forest Temple out.
Yeah, where did Hamsda but Marco both stop by climbing to the courtyard? So definitely not seen the bow chest, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's the Saria song for Ham. Imagine he'll be crossing the wasteland next as well. Or may decide to just go child after this. You know, there's not a song at the Requiem spot. Okay, there's a dungeon there. Could be DC. Interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He must have picked up the lens and light arrows, right?
They're both in.
They're in the Forest
He's
Temple.
definitely got light arrows. Hamster's definitely got the light arrows because they're in. Yeah, because they're both in Forest. That's where we saw them first. Yeah, Hamster's deciding to skip over the fence and head over to the Spirit. There's also all the schools here potentially as well if he is able to convert it into nighttime.
And meanwhile, Marco continuing to dodge that ocarina.
Yeah.
Where is he going? Up, up, up.
So we definitely need a boomerang to beat the seed. We definitely need a bow to beat the seed, to beat Ganon at his dirty tennis game. We definitely may need some trial items. We know nothing about trials. We've had no hint whatsoever about trials.
Yeah, we will also at this point need Requiem to get Child Link to Jabu.
Or some warp song to head to. It could be the Owl, or it could be Requiem, or a song that goes to that place.
So that's a pretty nasty idea, the Owl.
And then we need to find DC. And I think the options are becoming limited with the amount of hints and dungeons we're checking out. Could be inside the Deku Tree, inside Jabu, inside Water, inside Shadow.
Inside Shadow is Fire Temple.
Inside Shadow is Fire Temple. Inside Ice.
Yep, that's the other one. And of course, if it is in Zora's Fountain, if either of if Dodongo's Cavern is in there, we don't know anything about whether King Zora is going to be sitting on our way or not. So that might.
Yeah, it could be
increase
Could be
our dungeon
logically out of the
requirements.
way already. I find that he's always in the way. I don't know, in the seas I play, he's always there. He's always blocking the route.
Marco now all the way back in Kakariko, 20 Skulltulas to his name. For just a piece of heart.
And
Ocarina is so close.
just going to check the bot. Are we now done with the schools as well? Yeah, we're now finitoed with school collection. Whether both runners know that from the hints, I'm not sure. Oh, I'm going to take the L.
Yeah, those levers are not liking it.
And this is Marco's opportunity. Here we go. Is this the Grosso check?
It's gotta be. This is his
first,
This is his first time walking out of Kakariko this direction, I think.
Yeah, here we go. He's going there.
Unfortunately for Hams, he's not made up any ground on Marco. Marco now at this point is going to be up the Zelda's Lullaby in all the checks in GTG.
This is pretty much the last location, isn't it? I was just thinking
Yeah,
this.
I think so.
Rafa's saying it as well. I think there's nothing else. Oh, and the bow check, yeah. Hamsda finding out it's Jabu. We need to do it, so you may as well do the first check. Oh, maybe not.
No, he says unless he just wants the song check first.
Yeah.
But Marco, 1 hour, 10 minutes in. Essentially the 69-minute mark is going to be going child.
Whoa.
First to make his deposit inside the Temple of Time here.
And whilst Marco does that, Hamsda is doing Jabu. So I think Hamsda's maybe checked a couple more schools, done Lake Hylia, but other than that, they've both pretty much done the exact same thing.
I think at this point it's Lake Hylia compared to Marco having jumped into GTG.
Oh yeah, GTG. Yeah, Hammer's not checked that yet.
Well, Marco here as child is I hope that Malin is on his mind. It's a pretty important setting, if you ask me. If the weird egg is shuffled or not.
See if we get some scrambled eggs.
I had that for breakfast.
Hey.
Oh, as well, we're gonna be able to do the lens minigame on our first pass through the market.
Nice. That's always a one that can be difficult to get back to as we go to the bank of giving dogs in. Deposit a dog.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a left. You know, the first chest and the last chest are going to be on the left, and the rest are going to be on the right. Kind of a
I'm going to go
sandwich.
the exact opposite. I'm going to go for right, left, 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 right. Yeah, Ham's internet is chugging along, trying its hardest.
Ooh, left first. You are out, sir.
Oh, yeah. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? Ah, it's right.
2 for 2.
Here we go. What do you get if you win? Pride?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Tress. Oh, too late.
Doesn't matter anyway. We're ahead again? Oh my god.
I'm guessing that's due to the buffering over there on Ham's side. Synchronizer is having difficulties.
Could be that.
Yeah, it is just resynced now. Marco getting his last key on the right-hand side.
Challenge why you get infinite recognition and eternal fame. I have that anyway. Yeah, Hamster's having fun with it. We're having fun with Hamster today.
Always a good time here on ZSR.
At least we know that what Hamster's doing is just following in Marco's footsteps at the moment. So, yeah. It's looking pretty abstract at the moment. I don't know any famous abstract artists. My art knowledge is not as what it should be. So pick your favourites. Favourite abstract artist.
Right, survey says. Ooh.
Well, Malon gave us a letter.
She sure did.
That's the wrong girl in this game to give you the letter. It should have been Princess Ruto.
But that could be all we need to access Zora's Fountain and Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, it's going to allow us to check Jabu. Maybe Malon is Ruto. Have you ever considered that?
Lore getting deep here. So
Malon looks after cows. Cows can be fish.
Well, they certainly can in this game. But it looks like Hamsda is only going to be about 5 minutes behind Marco going child here.
I wonder if the lack of Xiao is going to bite him in the backside.
Not from that first Great Fairy. Is Marco going for the second castle hint?
Yeah, picking up all the hints. Have we thought about like what the hint distribution is? We haven't had a horde hint. So I would say it's not balanced, strong or very strong. Some form of tournament setting.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a tournament type thing. Marco getting a hit for the big pose there.
Yeah.
It's a silver scale. Four more checks for Marco here in the market.
Yeah, it could be bad if we need to pick up 5 pose for a scale, but it's not any form of ER, so...
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Ooh. Okay, with the miss in the shooting gallery.
I wonder if he's vacationing up in Canada.
Yeah.
Alright, get your guesses for the chest minigame here for Hamsda. Try to pay attention to what's on the shelves of the shops. Like a Goron tunic and 2 Skulltulas for the potion lady. Vanilla fish.
Yeah, nothing there. That's interesting. Oh, pretty boring. We actually already had a fish, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
An emotional support fish, as some would say. Yo, Bronze Noob, getting the correct pattern for the minigame. I would be having a bit of a party as well if I got it right, so... What was it? Was it an S4 seed? That Cola, like, won an S4 qualifier because they did 1 in 32. So you can
sounds about right.
It sounds like Cola.
And Looks like Marco has taken that letter straight to the king.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Time of day might work out for the latter Skulltula, as well as we're going to see if the Chomp Chomp Bean guy has any beans for us. Great use of bombs there, dropping it before the Skulltula drops, saving a fraction of a second, maybe.
That ain't a bean. that's a Skulltula.
It sure is.
Hamsda's waiting for daytime here again, being very conscious of his time of day and waiting to make sure he doesn't miss anything. Playing very safe.
Well, unfortunately, this will kind of get him stuck in the market unless he wants to see where his child spawn is. That would be my move here. I don't, especially having waited twice already.
Yeah,
that's just fuel for Marco there. Is that a wallet?
that's a bomb bag, I think.
Yep, you're right.
Second bomb bag.
Tells us something about the item distribution. Unless we already knew that.
Yeah, Virgil makes a good point, is that Hamsda was waiting, could have gone and picked up the second hint in Hyrule Castle rather than standing about. Could have been stronger use of the time.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was our first big Poe hint that Marco saw up there.
Yeah.
Well, both runners going to take a little pause to do some mini gaming.
Yeah, Marco handing in the letter. Moving the fish. Like I said, fish is always in the way. Burning cack is nothing today, just a bloop. Moip.
Pretty good pattern for the diving game. Marco gonna do some flame storage here. And it's important to come down here and light that torch, because the upper torch, while you're swimming around, is actually unloaded. Trick with flame storage is the original torch you light your stick on. It has to be in the load zone for it to remain on fire as it's put away.
Pretty good dives here by Marco.
Yep.
They were pretty scattered. I wonder if Hamsda's going to be following in Marco's footsteps again and heading towards Zora's domain. No, save quitting.
I think you might be a little ahead. He's just jumping off the chains here for me.
Well, I've got the restream open as well, and the restream is ahead of me. So...
Interesting.
Wow, this is a... Yeah, like you said, I think the internet connectivity issues are making the sync awkward for today. So apologies if we're ahead, behind, in front, left, right.
But look at that. The child spawn is here in Lake Hylia.
That's a long way from home.
It's pretty convenient if you were to have something like the scale.
Yeah, if you decided to whack 5 Poes on the head, you could have good access to domain here.
Oh, looks like Hamsda's gonna decide to get some bugs and burn his blue fire for the soil patch skull. I'd be awfully tempted maybe to do fishing first in case it's like a bottle.
dumping that blue fire. Shadow Trial is dispelled. That means we've got 4 or 5 trials on.
Yeah, significantly increasing the value of Strength 3.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to have one trial that has Strength 3 required, because Warrior and Light can't both be...
Oh, wow. Child DC. Dadong's Cavern here in Lord Jabu Jabu. Mark, we're going to quickly do some of the fountain checks. Because after killing the king, it will change his time of day.
Yeah, good foresight there from Marco. This is mandatory child DC as well, because the Jabu does not exist as a...
Hamsda popping on and offline.
It's also MQDC, which actually doing this as child is preferable unless you've got the fire source to do the torches check. Yeah, we're having a whale of time with the connectivity, so just bear with us. Hamsda will be back from the internet void momentarily.
Doing some spider hunting at the moment here in the lake.
With that bottle. Yeah, so if you like your MQ dungeons, you're in the right place. We've got MQDC, still has quite a few checks. I think it has more checks in MQ than it does vanilla, if not very similar amount of high density.
Just a little bit more of item requirements.
Yeah, it's nice to see dungeons do, like, you know, something a little bit different. Especially with these two runners who know their MQ dungeons very well, so we're going to be seeing some very good routing and execution of these dungeons. I know Zioros in the chat enjoys their MQ dungeons as well, so keeping an eye on the opponents. Ready for Boiler's final.
Skultal is here in the lake and not paying out for him.
Seems to be the story of the tape so far, doesn't it? You could put that as the headline. Goals does not work out. Hamster's waited and waited and waited. While Smarko is doing dungeons and picking up gilded chests.
Din's fire.
Yeah, and that's going to be something we'll need for forest trial potentially. What other trials need fire sources?
I think that's it.
Maybe that's it.
Or no, spirit, right?
Spirit, you could just have the bow and it works out.
That's true. How in the world did Hamsda get into the crater as a child? Lake Owl. Wow.
Nice. So Hamster's gonna find GTG in here. And he's gonna think, no.
Yeah, he might be kicking himself for not checking this while he was adult. Although he does have the slingshot, he could do the... Did he do the lobby chests?
Oh, wow, he could do the... No, this is vanilla, yeah. Yeah, could do that. At the moment, I'm guessing really hard at the moment, what Hamsda's doing. He's currently going through the maze in GTG. If you like your watercolours, you're in the right place.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about being ahead. I also have the restream up as well as the commentary page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hamsda, I can see that ZL above his head. He now has it. So that's the song. So that's actually really good. That Forest Temple is a bomb bag. That's a horde hint. And also the bomb bag can't be the WOF item in Forest anymore.
Yeah, I think we decided that the light arrows must be the hint for that for the Rainbow Bridge.
Has to be the light. Yeah, definitely the light arrows, and now definitely not the bomb bag. Yeah, another bomb bag and river, but we needed Song of Time, and the ocarina was in the grotto. Hammer was in an open grotto. Okay, cool.
All those little details can really scramble one's brain.
Mm. Yeah, very early sphere potato.
Looks like Ham is now gonna be making his way to Kokiri Forest. A couple checks there, his child we missed as an adult. And if it's the vanilla Kokiri sword, we can see one more dungeon. I'm guessing that it's gonna be bottom of the well.
Yeah. It almost has to be. I think.
It has to be if it's all locations are reachable.
Very true, yeah. It still could be reachable only, beatable only, whatever you want to call that these days.
Ooh, and the finalist on the other side of the bracket is in chat scouting out their potential opponent.
Actually, I watched a little bit of Marco practicing RSL yesterday. You don't see Marco training very often, but they were having a little go around the RSL settings, so they're nice and prepped, ready for today. I might have peeked Zoros in Marco's chat there yesterday as well.
Practice makes better.
That's it. That's it. Is it required only? How do we... Have I missed something? Storms on Marco's side. I'm really behind on some of these. Let me refresh.
But Marco now 2 pieces of that Rainbow Bridge puzzle. A few more checks left for him in Zora's Fountain here.
There's another bottle on the Kokiri Forest Sculpture, Soil Sculpture.
A blue potion, too.
Yeah, I wonder where if Marco's going to now head to Kakariko to scout out the entrance to the bottom of the well, which we know is the Spirit Temple. Especially because, like we said before, that could be our access to the spirit entrance, which we know is Jaboo Jaboo.
Yeah, Marco kind of looking for bow and boomerang, as well as a couple strengths for the likely strength 3 required trial.
And we have a hammer, so that's one of the other items we probably will need that we've got. So yeah, we're going quite smoothly. Whether we get under 3 hours, I'm not sure. Still a lot to see, a lot to do.
Hamsda in the Lost Woods, a whole bunch of checks here. Not forgetting about those soil patches. And with the damage multiplier, I would have been tempted to drop a bomb on that Skulltula, be able to peek it, and if it's nothing, just maybe save warp back to the entrance of Lost Woods. Little time saves like that can really add up over a seed, especially an RSL seed.
Yeah, definitely.
What was that?
On whose side?
That soil patch skull on Hamsda.
Oh.
It was some kind of item.
It was a boss key.
Oh, look at that.
A fire boss key?
That is what chat says.
Yeah, text look red, that's what I was going on as well. So that's another potential dungeon, and we've got the hammer, so we know where the fire temple is, in the back of Shadow. But completing dungeons just, well, it gives us songs. So we just need to find our way to the back of the graveyard. Could get picked up another song.
From the Ocarina game here.
Nice. Okay. Can't remember if we've seen a big Goron hint.
I cannot recall either. I don't think so.
I believe the fire temple is in Shadow, Rob.
Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking of Hamsda now with ZL. Very fortunate that he was able to pick that up as child. So pretty even Stevens here.
Now Marco taking the owl, going to find out that it's going to get to DMC. Wonder if Marco will peek in and use the slingshot on the eye switch early on.
Oops, Marco missing a C button.
Yeah, once those once those bugs. Okay, well we can see that that was 2 brown chests there, so Hamsda didn't pick up anything there when he went into GTG. Now Hamsda in Goron City.
Yeah, being very thorough on his checks.
Yeah, that's definitely been what's happened today. Like Hamsda being really, really safe, and I think that's quite a lot of confidence from Hamsda. I think a lot of people would see that they're racing Marco and be like, I'm just gonna play wild. I'm gonna do the 3rd most optimum strategy to try and do something different. But Hamster's saying, no, you know what? I'm gonna do what I would normally do. I'm playing very safe, making sure I don't leave anything, which I think is good.
Yeah, definitely a strat to take. Play the seed rather than try to metagame off your opponent.
Marco leaving the lake area now, heading away to, I don't know where Marco's going to go next, to be fair. Probably maybe to Kakariko, maybe to head to the well.
I think he is also going to be kind of following in Ham's footsteps. Go to Kokiri Forest, see if it's a vanilla sword.
Yeah.
If it's a vanilla sword, you have the Deku tree open, but given this angle, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, this looks northbound.
Chet suggesting maybe it's Child Spirit that Marco is interested in.
Yeah.
Looking at the sun. Remember, don't ever stare directly into the sun,
Yeah.
children.
I love that it blinds you in the game as well. Oh, Ham. This is going to be interesting. If this is... Ham
This is for the soil patch.
Oh, I was thinking he might go in and use the slingshot on the eye. And if that's a bow...
Alright.
The meme is still pinned in the Discord, isn't it? Of Waff bow on the eye target in Forest Temple.
Meanwhile, Marco is bonking into a fence post here, waiting out time of day to get some nighttime Lon Ranch sculptures done.
That's not good for Link's head. That's going to be pretty sore in the morning.
Meanwhile, for him, time of day working out very nicely. Well, thought he was coming in here for Skulltulas. Looks like he's got chickens on the brain though. Alrighty, and I think we have found a solution for the syncing problem. We've switched video sources in Discord here.
So hopefully we'll be more in sync into what you're watching. No promises about Hamsda's abstract art.
'Cause I want it that way. Get it?
I'm just
In
happy
sync?
that we can... No, I don't. Oh, no, that was Backstreet Boys.
Oh, damn, you're right. Close enough. Baby, bye, bye, bye.
That sounds like Justin Timberlake. Yeah, that sounds right.
Silo Cow got nothing for us. We still do have those cows sanitied around.
Yeah.
No Kona song.
Yeah, 4 songs. Well, we've got 0 warp songs. We've got 4 child songs. None of them being a horse song for the cows to be serenaded to. Have we got 7 chickens? Excellent. That makes me very happy.
Just one more reason to shuffle chickens next standard season. It's either vanilla or it's less. You can't lose.
I like 7 chickens. I'm sick like that. Oh, it's a huge rupee.
Kind of paying off, but not really because we have a full wallet already.
Yeah. Ham getting 20 as well. So yeah, it looks like Marco is heading to CAC now.
I think our runners are going to be neck and neck doing these child Skulltula checks in here. I think he's going to pop out, wait just a little bit for the sun to set. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a good sync here.
But the benefit for him is he's going to be here at Dampe o'clock. Marco's not.
Yeah. Again, Hamsda making sure able to collect every single check, only going through each path once.
Well, Marco, I think with the advantage of Song of Storms, he's going to pop open the Fire Temple, or the Spirit Temple, rather.
That was a Shadow BK on the back of the Skulltula house.
Sure was.
So that's nice and tasty. Picking up a lot of BKs. We've got, what, 5 of the 6 BKs. Ham's actually got all of them. Ham's got all of the 6 BKs. So, BK-alicious today.
Boskies.
Except for the one that matters, which is Ganon's.
Well, we know it's got to be in one of our dungeons. We've cleared out just one. A whole bunch of Forest Temple, though.
Here's Dampe.
Yeah, this could be big for Hamsda if it's something good.
I don't think he picked it up. That's all I can tell you.
I concur.
Whoa, look at that slingshot movement from Marco there. That was really pog. I like that. Didn't get Din's Fire out in time for the door to open, though. Gilded chest.
Well, there's another potato.
It's a flute. That's a flute-lot flute. Because we needed to be child through the door of time.
Also needed an ocarina to open up the Royal Tomb.
Ah, see. Absolutement. Pretty potato. We have a pretty potato. Wow, these Hugo rupees are coming out of our backsides at the moment. That's the third in, what, 2 minutes we've seen?
I think you're right, yeah. Fortunately, Hamsda does not have Dinspire. We'll have to see if he wants to do the flame storage trick in here.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, I'll have to do the good old stick strat. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got every setting confirmed now. I don't think there's anything overhanging us in terms of settings. Majority of stuff that we've got is pretty pleasant. You know, Dungeon ER is nice. Overworld Schools, not too bad. Double damage. Songs on Dungeon Rewards, probably the most vicious of the settings that we've got. And here goes Marco, playing the Song of Storms, rotating that windmill, draining that well. We'll find a load of sand. Whilst Hamsda walks out. Hamsda doesn't have storms, so we'll be doing something a little bit different following this. Probably heading towards Jabu and seeing what dungeon's in there. Yeah, I guess you're right, Fen. ALR knowing that and kind of warp songs are the things we kind of don't know at the moment. Both with their pretty potato.
Wisely switching up his shield to the Hylian one. Will not be getting burned.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're just going to do Marco's strat, which was walk into the center with a bomb and try and kill everything quickly.
Now, because it's Keezy, we can do a whole lot in here.
Yeah, spirit key logic, my butt. We don't need to think about that. We can just walk in. We can do everything. Well, not everything. You know what I mean.
Now, a couple of Skulltulas we'll have to leave behind if there's something good, but at least we can peek them with the slingshot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been nice all seed having that hook and long early on, having a slingshot. We've been able to at least check all the schools when we visit them, which has been nice. Yeah, Hamsda's heading up the river now with the chicken, clucking away while Marco's in spirit.
And he'll be finding Dodongo's cavern here shortly, but Marco definitely in the lead.
Yeah, and Ham will be happy that he's, well, happy with two things. He'll be happy to find DC, and also be happy if he is waiting for this skull on this ladder to be getting more bombs. But no, it looks like Ham for once is skipping a night school. Decided, I've waited way too long for time of day. Let's just get in there. Yeah, like I was saying, 4 items we need, 2 strengths, bow, boomerang, pretty much at minimum. If we're wanting to, of course, do other dungeon, we may be needing some more items. But at the moment, this is feeling a pretty swish seed. And wherever the Ganon's boss key is, which is in any dungeon, to remind everyone. So, yeah, we probably would need to be clearing some dungeons, focusing on the dungeons for now. I like how Fennel's gone for more than 6 hours for the seed. That's it's a ballsy choice for those who've picked more than 6. Oh well, I like how Hamsda backwalked with the stick and it was able to light the torch. That's interesting. Swish. Something is swish. It's, you know, it's cool. It's neat. I don't know if that's a British thing or
If what's a British thing?
calling something. If something is swish.
Does not sound familiar to me.
No. Okay. I just love that every so often, like, I'll say something really British, and Cat always seems to pick me up on it. So.
I think that was a bow there. Yeah, bow from Marco on the soil patch in front of Spirit Temple.
Well, that's one of the items we need to complete the seed, definitely. So that's a nice find.
And I'm wondering if that's the logical way for the child to get to Jabu.
I think so. I think other than the cack owl or finding a warp song, I think it's quite likely that that is our access.
And there's a weird egg.
Nice, 2 items back to back there. Bow and scrambled egg.
It just opens a whole heck of a lot of the seed for our runners. As Marco gonna reverse as a child?
Checking the wasteland chest.
Right, he didn't have Dins his first trip through.
Mm.
As Hams gets the bad news about trials.
Yeah. There you go. Have 5 or 4. 5 or 4? I think it's 5 or 4. So still got some way to go, but I'll be happy that this is DC. So doesn't have many bombs. It only has 4 bombs, so might want to use strength. Start off with. Unless there's a few Armos to pick up some drops of bombs. Let's see if Hamsda's knowledge of MQDC is as good as what Marco was.
Save warping out of there, already having done everything he can without the boomerang in Jabu.
Yeah, can't go any further until we pick up that rank. Done all of Spirit.
And
Done all of DC.
Marco's not checking that owl.
I think Marco's already been to DMC via the owl.
Oh, okay.
Because Marco planted the bugs, and then was like, "Oh yeah, this is Baron." So, kind of, what options are next? Where is Marco heading to now?
He still hasn't done Child Forest. That'd be a pretty good play in my book.
Also has the egg, so now maybe heading towards that area. Has the egg, has the chicken that's already hatched. And this would be a song, so Zelda is a song in dungeons, songs on dungeon rewards. So we'll be picking up another tune.
Ooh, here's an idea. What if Marco were to press the right C button? How cool would it be if he just spawned a chicken on top of his head? And then you get to use it to your advantage wherever you can.
What powers would it have? What would you?
Well, it can like fly you to a ledge or something.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's just like a normal chicken. Yeah, cool.
So like if you drop one in Zora's River, you just got to pull out your pocket egg and.
I wonder what logic that will break.
Probably lots.
Hamsda picks up Din's fire. I'm just wondering where would be the smartest place. If you had one chicken, where would you plant your chicken? Maybe
the spirit hands to get onto the arch.
Ooh, that's a good one. I was thinking if Jabu shortcut isn't on, you could go from the entrance of Jabu to the boss part of Jabu.
See if Marco remembers this grotto up here. Skulltula token inside.
With... Oh, nice. Marco just doing a little jumpy jump to skip the guards there. But not playing storms at the... Oh, but that's only a Skulltula.
But we have Skulltulas shuffled.
Yeah, we have Skulltulas shuffled, yeah. Could peek it. No, Jabu shortcut's not on. Guards? Oh, it's guards, and it's night time, so the guards are actually doing their job in making sure you can't go any further. It's just when it turns to day, they just like to go for a bit of a walk. So Marco going to wait. Hamsda, are they pausing for a break? Are they taking their break?
Oh, right. It's the 2-hour mark here.
So they're both... Well, Marco would need to pause for the break to start. Can't just let time of day pass whilst you're on your break.
That's true. Well, because doesn't Impa change time of day?
No,
There's the pause.
Impa actually keeps the time of day, which is something that I discovered
hard way
not too long ago. Hamsda is not pausing. Naughty, naughty.
Looks like our restreamer is going to be running ads, so if you don't want to watch any ads, you better subscribe right here on ZSR. According to chat, Hamsda stream is behind.
Yeah,
there we go. The sound of the pause. Oh, I have the wrong audio up.
Okay, both now paused.
I have no fear. The race mods are doing their job. Well, yeah, now is a great time. If anyone can still hear me, because you are subbed. Now's a great time to get up, get a drink, use the restroom, whatever feeds you've been putting off for the hype race that's been going down here. It's also the perfect time if you're not already following the racers. You want to make sure you do that, because without them racing the races, we wouldn't have the races to watch being raced. As well as let's shout out our trackers, Carlina and Warren the Traveler. Doing a great job pushing them buttons.
Welcome back to all who are not subscribed, including myself, my sins.
Except you have the backdoor access to the goods.
I don't know what you mean by that, August, but okay.
Someone's got their mind in the gutter.
Yeah, we got some trackers. Carliana, and I did that right that time. And Worn Traveller. Again, stuck with me in August. And you can see our two awesome runners on the screen, Marco and Hamsda.
And you can see by those items, they are pretty even. Hamsda does have one extra bottle. Marco has a bow. Well, big for Marco is that Dodongo's Cavern cleared out. Not sure why. Why didn't Hamsda finish Dodongo's Cavern? Or did he?
Did he run out of bombs? He's run out of bombs.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
There's a 0 right there.
He only had 4 bombs going into DC, so he'd probably be looking for some bombs. Ironically, Hamster's been the one that's been very careful and clear in doing all the schools, and the one school he skipped had a bomb bag, so he would have had 30 going into DC. But that's just bad luck, just way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, in terms of like where we are 2 hours in, I wouldn't want to say any runner has any sort of significant advantage. May want to say that Marco is a little bit ahead, but I don't know. I think this could really swing in either direction.
I think at this point, it really depends on where those strengths are and where that boomerang is. For example, if the boomerang is bow locked in, say, Forest Temple, that really gives Marco an edge. I think Hamsda wouldn't necessarily want to go all the way back to the Spirit Temple for the Soil Patch without the boomerang.
Remember, Marco got there via the well, via the Spirit Temple.
Yep.
So Hamsda will get it eventually, and Marco's just going to swag this off by perfectly side hopping. I think the logic behind this is that if you do perfect side hopping, the guards can't see you.
Yep.
Because you're too far off the ground.
Position. But yeah, that's a good point about Spirit Temple or being our path possibly to Requiem. If that's the case, Marco's going to have to walk all the way through Spirit Temple anyway. Let's see what we're getting from Impa here. It is... Is that a Pona song? It was red.
I
think it must be.
Bolero. It's Bolero Fire.
Oh, dang.
So, a warp song at last.
Ah, that's good. Maybe it takes us to the desert.
Maybe it takes us to the desert. Maybe it takes us somewhere else. I don't know.
Could take us to the Zora's River waterfall.
Yeah, it could. It could take us to Kakiri Forest. You never know with the little warp songs.
If you want to
it
find
might just take us to Bolero.
Yeah, if you want to find the answer out, chat, you're going to have to stay tuned right here on ZSR.
I don't know why any of the viewers would think about leaving in this hype moment of this match. Semi-finals of RSL Season 4 as we find the nice arrows. Did that shop have bombs?
I don't think so.
Bomb shoes. They'll do. That'll do.
That would do, yeah.
Hamsda didn't finish DC because he ran out of bombs, so just farming for some moolah here. It is the Kakiri Forest. My guess was, for some reason, correct. Do you have any warp dance?
Do you have any lotto numbers coming to you?
I'm thinking a lot of double digits.
All right, you heard it from Chuckles Chat. Go out and bet on some double-digit lotto numbers.
No single digits. Please note that this is not official advice, and I take no responsibility for anybody who gets a whole string of single numbers in their local lotto. Marco's probably thinking, oh my god, I'm going to get a Kakiri sword. And then it's like a condom.
Got his Zuda safely.
Yeah, Zuda safely.
Well, we are approaching that 3-hour mark. I know a lot of people had a lot of points bet on sub 3.
Oh my god, I have as well. Finish the seed! It's alright, I got it right in the last race, so I can take the hit for today.
Got some money to burn.
Yeah. Okay, Hamsda lighten the eyes of the Dodongo statue thing here. I don't know what this officially is called.
Yeah, I don't think it has a good name for it.
I don't know. Did the Dodongos make that? Did the Gorons make that as like a shrine, or I don't know, for King Dodongo? So there's the additional bottle Marco needed or wanted, yearned for some blue potion.
Blue potion, especially with the damage molter, could come in handy if he manages to hang on to it.
I just want to quickly comment on, I'm really digging Marco's magic color. It's like French vanilla magic color.
Yeah, a little bit paler than vanilla.
Good. Bit of lime and magic. The lime and the coconut. Shake it all up.
But the good news for everybody involved is it's still a very close match. Hamsda's already cleared out the Lost Woods. Marco's already done Dodongo's Cavern, so they're kind of step in step.
Yeah, nobody's found something that is like, whoa, this is really going to be like a game changer. Like, Marco missed that Ocarina for a bit, but really found it at the ideal time when all the checks kind of dried up. Nobody's game.
I'll have to see what Hamsda decides to do after picking up Song of Storms here. Pretty certain he knows that Spirit Temple's in the Kakariko Well.
Yeah, it was a hint somewhere, but I do not recall where the hint was. There's the fire BK. So, Marco at dungeon BK %. Except for inside Ganon's castle, but that's not included in dungeon BK % that I've just made up.
Thank goodness.
Make up the rules as we go along. More maps in DC. Whilst Marco plays a tune to the school kids in a game of Simon Says. Which was the eye drops. Hamsda decided to save up on the chews and killing the lizard with sticks and bomb flowers, as one should do. Don't know Epona song yet, so can't check the cows as Hamsda picks up the Song of Storms. Scrubs aren't on, but cows are on. We have Shop Zero. A lot of our base items were shuffled. We had Shuffled Egg, Shuffle Flute, Shuffled Sword, which we still haven't found yet to open up the Deku Tree.
Yeah, a lot of spiciness despite the lack of entrance randos.
Virgil saying a lot of our amazing runners are quite international. You'd be good to know that actually all 8 of the runners in the brackets are Europeans. We had a very good European showing. Shows how degenerate the Europeans are in the Uta community.
Speaking of good, that was a silver strength from Saria.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. That is strong.
That is Way of the Hero location, too.
Yeah, that's a good point. We kind of forgot that SFM was actually Way of the Hero, and it had to have been that Saria's check. So what does that mean? So that's just WoF for trials? Like, wait, it's WoF for
Very
trials.
likely.
But I don't know, maybe some kind of Spirit Temple, adult side shenanigans as well. Deep GTG. Yep, 3 to go. 3 items at minimum. Maybe need some more depending on the location of those 3 items, but for now we only need 3 items to finish off.
And does Ganon's castle count as a dungeon?
It does. I think it can be in there.
Okay.
Chat might want to confirm. We've got some good bods here of the RSL knowledge, but there's a scale on Frogs 1. The other scale we know is Big Pose.
Could be beneficial, especially with our child spawn being at Lake Hylia.
Gives us... Well, we've got the warp to Kakiri Forest. I was going to say it could be good access to Lost Woods, but we could just play a song. Yeah, I definitely agree with Rob, who is, of course, last season's champion of RSL, saying that working the dungeons, grinding the dungeons would be a good chance to get songs and chance of getting the GBK as well.
Now, I hope chat would agree with me, but I personally think it would be very hype after RSL Season 4 is done if there is a 4-way race amongst the former champions.
Yo, that would be amazing. So who won Season 1? So it's What the Hell Season 2, Rob Dog Season 3, one of Mark Hamsda and, spoiler alert, Zuros. Oh, What the Hell and 1 and 2? So What the Hell has to do 2 seeds?
2 seeds, 1 controller.
BizHawk Shuffler.
Alright, so scratch that until RSL Season 5.
We'll keep that in the back pocket.
We found a reason for GTG Way the Hero. Very likely Zelda's Lullaby.
At the moment, ZL... What really is ZL unlocked at the moment, though? ZL is likely Wolf because of Storm?
So I think
for
ZL is
access?
required to get into the domain so we can get into the
Yeah.
Dongo's Cavern.
Because one scale is on Storms.
Yeah.
The other
One
scale is on
Pose.
Big Pose.
I guess you could do that. You could go through the well, get your bow. Oh, we don't have a bonus on though. Never mind.
Could be. Maybe Opponent's in the back of Shadow. Needs the L for that. Marco just having a little think there. I was waiting for the Sculpture to pop out. Hamsda's back in the forest.
Yeah, it's unfortunately is just $5 for Hamsda, but there aren't a whole lot of child checks left for them at this point.
Yeah, it might be, especially with Marco picking up Strength 2, might be a good opportunity to turn adult. Do the Spirit Temple, which is in the well, which we've unlocked. Maybe go back to GTG, see if there's something else that's way over here on GTG. Marco is plucking it up. And we need 7 chickens. So that means we need to post 7 chickens in the chat.
All right, where does Hamsda go from here? He is online for a Kakariko play, and I think the only thing left there for him is the Spirit Temple.
Yeah, Hamsda's. You could say storming it to Kakariko. Because he's going to play songs.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Storm in the village. I hope the villagers are ready with their torches and pitchforks.
Yeah. But we've already robbed them of all their huge rupees, so they'd be angry villagers of that. And Marco has the full wallet as well, so he will be getting a net total of 0 rupees for doing that check. Yeah, we have seen 0 wallets.
So this will be good for Ham. Hopefully they pop out of the hand and collect their bow. And I think Marco, it's time for adult 2.
Here we go. Time to change. So Marco, focus on Marco now whilst Hamsda is clearing up the spirit stuff that we've already seen. Marco heads now to adult for second adult section.
And he's been a child for about 72 minutes here.
No, hovers are not needed for forest trial. You can do it without. It's a little bit trickier. Hovers are nice for forest trial though.
Now we do know hovers are in the Kakariko shop for $150.
Yeah, need to find a wallet for us to take the advantages of the hover boots. So what do you think? Do you think Marco goes back to GTG first with the Warp Song, or heads to the Spirit Temple, or option C, which is something else?
I think the Warp
You
Song
answered too
takes
late.
us to
He's
the
playing
forest.
Valero. Sorry, August.
Well, it doesn't take you to the crater though, like you implied.
Oh yeah, no, the owl. We need the owl. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Okay, you can have an answer now.
But no, I think this is the quickest way back to GTG. He might be tempted now to go in to kill Morpha for just another song.
Yeah, especially having the water BK would be nice to have. Yeah, it was interesting that neither went back in that adult one to kill Morpha for the song. Though I can't remember where the water BK was. As we do some Mido skipping.
And where was our adult spawn?
Adult spawn was Long Ranch.
That's right. So maybe they didn't go back here because it was kind of a trek to get here.
Really far away, yeah. Oh, Water BK was child only. That would make sense.
Thanks to the wonderful people in chat keeping us on our toes.
We wouldn't be able to do this without chat, so thanks, chat. Just maybe a quick in and out for Marco.
Yeah, I think really just the song is valuable enough to go in and go out.
I wonder how many checks MQ water does to the number of checks. There are definitely fewer small keys. And because it's keysy, they would turn into item.
I do know that if you turn on Crate Sanity, there's a shit ton of checks in Magic Quest Water Temple.
It only gets it to like 120 or whatever it is. Which is why surely Pots and Crate Sanity could not be an RSL. Surely. I beg to the OoTR gods and RSL race mods.
I do think that one Spike Vegeta and Nuclear Reaction are testing out some GDQ co-op stuff to submit for the next GDQ event. Yeah, so we might get some of that craziness in there.
I know Nukes likes to do kind of pot rupee kind of settings as well.
And with a co-op partner, it makes those settings much better. As we find a purple Nocturne Shadow. Let's see where that takes us.
Could be vanilla, could be taking us to the back of the graveyard where we would find a certain fire temple. Oof! Hamsda getting nailed by the Iron Knuckle and is going to have to climb back up because really wants to get that soil skull. Don't leave. Okay, he's going to continue.
Yeah, unfortunately, no fairies. Oh, he smarted and set for his win.
Oh.
Good job, Ham. Now, in this situation, though, I would be tempted to break open that blue potion. Just for the health refill.
Hamsda's just chucking bombs. This is fantastic. If you're looking for quality content. How many bombs does this take? 10? 10 bombs?
And quite a bit.
20 bombs? There's a big Goron sword. Or was that a giant's knife? That might have been a giant's knife. I saw some green text. Yeah, it's a giant's knife.
Oh, is that the difference? The color of the text?
Yeah, I think it just comes up being like, this is the giant's knife. And it's in green.
BGS is on Pierre. That's right.
And that as well?
I still hold by the suggestion to flip the angle at which the giant's knife is pointing.
Ah, now that is smart.
Turn it over to the left.
I've definitely had RSL seeds where you start with the... Oh, we have a gilded chest. Let's check this before I go into story mode. There's a wallet!
Hey. That's useful.
Talking about the hover boots just a moment ago, and Marco now has the funds to buy some hovery doos.
And Nocturne to the Lost Woods, so both of our warp songs kind of right next to each other. But good news, Hamsda there collecting the spider from the soil patch will garnish him the bow.
Yeah, good job Ham went back and did this, because this bow is going to be pretty useful.
And I
There
think
we go.
Marco is going to be following him just 7 years in the future. See if he remembers the Kakariko archery game.
Yeah, I think somebody said in chat earlier that the archery game is kind of the check that Marco does slip up on, so...
Yeah, if I recall, it was, I think, season 1 or 2 where there was a magic in Kak archery that Marco missed.
Ah, right, okay. Of RSL or the main tournament?
I think that was standard, yeah.
Okay.
But straight over to those hover boots.
Yeah, at the moment we don't know if it's hard required, but always nice to have hover boots. And here is the archery game.
Now, Ham doesn't have Pharaoh's Wind on his C buttons. I wonder if he has that set in Jabu. I think that would be a heads-up play.
Ham used it in GTA Spirit Temple just a moment ago.
Okay.
So, oh, I didn't. Well, did they go back in and set it in there?
Yeah, it's just kind of a trek to get back here.
He said it in Jabu, yes, Rafa says. Nice. That is smart.
So assuming we can get a warp song somewhere near Kakariko, or maybe the Deku Tree opens up for us before we have to get back to Jabu. We're going to be looking for an easier way to get there rather than go all the way through Spirit Temple again.
Yeah, definitely. You can just dip your toes in the well and then just play Broadwind and warp yourself there.
Now Marco is coming up on 15 checks here in Adult Spirit. First one is nothing good.
Yeah, no keys as well, so this is pretty dense. We know, I don't know whether we found the compass and map in here yet. Oh no, it's random, isn't it? Inside
It sure is.
And Marco now avoiding the schools, don't need the schools anymore. Nothing on 30, 40, 50, no school bridge. So after all the fears of potentially being high bridge seed, high school bridge, didn't come to fruition.
And thankfully the 100 Skulltula reward is still just vanilla.
Yeah.
So Hamsda recently having gotten that egg, we know where he's going. He's gonna kind of be trailing in Marco. Marco now getting a larger and larger lead at this point.
They've definitely both followed very, very similar routes throughout, and I think that kind of seed would lead Marco to keep creeping and creeping up in the advantage. But you never know, something might pop up that changes the winds and the directions that runners go, and that might influence the end result. Ham is going to be waiting a long time for... Oh, did he cat chain it?
I think he did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so for folks who are unaware, if you depending on where you're looking, as the drawbridge goes up, you can actually get back onto the chains with the drawbridge up if they are still in that if they are not loaded in yet.
And the converse is also true that, like I've done many a time and jumped in the moat. Oh, there's the
Well, there it
boomerang.
is. All hail, it's Lord Banana. Unfortunately, it can't use it as adult, so we're gonna have to do an age change. I'll be curious to see if Marco jumps off the hand from here and leaves the rest of Spirit Temple. Although we're still looking for Strength 3. Still looking for Arganon's boss key.
Yeah, and also Strength being where the hero, we need all 3, so I guess that doesn't read anything into where you might find your Strength 3. But yeah, maybe he leaves. Maybe this is it, or maybe he dies.
Yeah, taking a play out of Hamsda's book.
Yeah, we're 1 for 1 on Knuckle deaths. Marco's going back.
Yep. Now let's see if Ham decides to open up the Storm's Grotto here. This is one of the few checks that Marco has skipped over while he had access to it.
Absolutely correct. Yeah, we completely forgot that this was a skip one. Marco is doing it. No way for Ham to collect it if it is something, but just the knowledge in itself.
Especially if it's a strength. Looks like he's also interested in getting the hint. Or is there? Yeah, there is a hint stone. Thought so.
I think that was just a stick. It was a little bit pixelized, so I couldn't see it. GTG is off.
Yeah, just a repeat of that hint.
Talon is asleep once again. That was too good.
Thank you very much.
That was unnerving. I think if I was in Talon's position, I'd probably go and see a doctor. See why he's so tired.
He's just getting drunk on milk.
Oh, okay. There's no Chateau. What's it? Chateau Ramond? Is that what it's called? I don't play MM.
And we've got a raid of 16 raiders. Welcome in, raiders.
Tanjo 3.
Semi-final match here of RSL Season 4.
Some say that Tanjo 3 is the best Wind Waker randomizer player. Others would disagree.
Well, I know the last semi-finalist to be eliminated from RSL Season 4 is going to be starting off a whole bunch of Wind Waker randomizer streams.
Yeah, I think their main tournament is starting off soon in Wind Waker, so fancy your hand at that. I'm sure we'll have some of that here on CSR.
So Marco goes down, down, down. Gonna face off against Twin Rova here. Pick up a red medallion, but more importantly, a song.
Marco better not die here again. Okay. With double damage, these take 8 hearts. So first time seeing Troll Rover. Troll Rover gonna troll. We'll have to wait and see.
Ideally, you don't want to see Twin Rova at all. But
I love seeing their pretty faces.
Marco sure does want to face off against them, thinking that there's going to be something good here.
Yeah, gonna pick a song. What song that will be?
I'm
Probably
gonna
one
guess
we haven't got yet.
it's a Pona song.
You think it's a Pona song? I think that could be a good shout. I think I'm going to say it's going to be an orange song. We haven't had any orange songs yet. Fed says Suns. Okay. Warp to back alley, yeah. I love those warps. Okay, now that Hamsda has the letter and has activated Zelda, I can imagine them going to pick up the Saria song and pick up their strength too.
Silver Gauntlets await in the Sacred Forest Meadow. And Marco has Twin Rova down. Here come the death throws.
I'm only 635 years old. I'm only 640 years old.
It's a few hundred.
I did the cutscene for you.
It's a few hundred years younger than Master Yoda. It is a yellow song. I think that was Prelude.
Ben was half right. Different yellow song. Another warp song though.
Yellow is kind of like orange.
Yeah. Some would say yellow is orange. So, I think I win.
I think those people must be colorblind. Let's see where it takes us. To the desert.
Desert!
All right. So Marco won't have to take the owl.
Wow.
If the Death Mountain Trail owl takes us there.
Yeah, that's fun. That's a nice little warp. Don't need to bypass through Spirit again to get to Jabu. There's our strength too.
And it looks like Marco is going back to the temple, so a pretty short adult too.
Well, with the boomerang now. Boomerang and light arrows.
And a warp to the desert.
Yeah, I think pretty reasonable to hit up Jabu, check out inside Ganon's castle to see what's going on within there. And then make your decision on where you're going to search for your strength 3.
I mean, at this point, they don't have a whole lot of dense locations available. We don't know where Shadow is. We can't get into Fire Temple yet. So I think you're right. Ganon's castle would be the play to make. We just have to free the whale of its parasite.
I think the only entrance we haven't checked that we can check that we don't know about is the ice entrance.
Ice and water and the deck tree.
Ah, water. Water. I mean, out of logic, we could get gold scale and check the water entrance. If
You
you're
have
that
fun
desperate.
collecting. I forget how many pose it was, but
Five pose with no opponent's song. I don't think so.
I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. But
Yeah.
I do not think that is the way to victory.
That's a good half an hour of your life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably pretty accurate.
At the moment, we've had every dungeon be beatable. So, you still could find a dungeon, like, I don't know, bottom of the well in ice.
Okay, Marco's setting Pharaoh's Wind and warping to the forest. That's an interesting play. Oh, he must be out of explosives or sticks. Very heads up play.
Very astute. And the knowledge that there are sticks in there as well with Shop Sanity on. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know why the Pharaoh's Wind was necessary, but give him the benefit of the doubt. Unless that was from his last trip in there.
No, he dispelled it, and then maybe he accidentally dispelled it. I'm not sure. And then reset it again. I think Ham is checking the owl.
Owl as well as the Summit Fairy.
Hmm.
He knows one of the owls warped, so this one is likely shuffled too.
Doesn't know that Prelude just takes you to Desert Colossus. I mean, in reality, we don't need to beat Spirit. You know, it's not a song that's required to win, and we do have another access to Jabu.
Yeah. But that was pretty convenient, taking him to the market. I think he was just about ready to go back adult.
Yeah, I think that's nice, actually. I think that's probably one of the best that he could have got.
And I think, again, he's about 5 minutes behind Marco, getting into the Temple of Time.
Yeah, I wonder what decision Hamsda would take here with his strength 2.
It's gonna be that boomerang chest where he has to make the decision. Do I bail now? He's got his Pharaoh's Wind in Jabu already. And so Prelude doesn't offer him too much.
I think it'd be there's a Gilded chest here. Is this a force?
Tunic.
Cloves. Yeah, I think it'd be ballsy to pick up the boomerang and leave, knowing that there's a song on Twin Rover. And we know Hamster's not been playing like that. He's been very safe, but at one point he may feel like he gets behind and sees a way to skip a couple of things. Another Gilded chest.
Ooh, Jabu's loaded. First 4 checks weren't anything, but there's another bow.
Jabu is loaded, but loaded with I'm not even going to say that word. With stuff we don't need.
Yeah, major items that are left outstanding are the beams, the fire arrows, the iron boots, and our Kokiri sword.
Yeah. And we have no Triforce pieces. What a shame.
Yeah, there really hasn't been a whole lot of Triforce pieces at least not in the brackets.
No, I don't have I didn't have a Triforce in any of my seeds. Yeah, I think it's been one of those things. Not much tech shuffle.
Well, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Who wants that? Okay, gotta be careful here. On the edge of death, but kills the enemy, picks up a heart.
Now, hopefully he
all the
remembers
Triforce
he's.
hunts were in last season.
Yep. Hopefully Marco and Hamsda keep in mind about their blue potion if they ever get too low on health. So Ham going back into GTG with his bow. I don't think there was anything good in here.
Yeah, I can't remember there being anything in the back of here important. Oh yeah, there's a wallet. Doy. I was like, in my head, there's definitely a gilded chest in here, but I forgot what it was.
And it remains to be seen whether that's going to be useful or not. It's going to be nice to have those hover boots if Forest Trials required or Shadow Trials required.
Or if Shadow Temples required.
Oh. It definitely appears, though, at this point in time, will not be sub-3ing the seed. Doesn't matter how good Marco is, he's not doing all the trials after finding Strength 3 in Ganon's Castle that quickly.
Yeah, I guess Marco at this point is now like half a Jabu ahead. Also as a whole Spirit Temple ahead. Like it's very much been a slow kind of gain on Hamsda.
Marco definitely in the driver's seat. All right, here is Baronade. Let's see Marco attack this parasite. Three quick rings. There's the fourth and the nut. Wallet for Hamsda. You can now purchase those hover boots, but it's going to clear out the rest of GTG first.
There we go. I think safe to say we can mark on our bingo cards that was a clean Baronade.
Absolutely. Jabu is down. The Spirit Medallion is within reach for Marco, and that will open up the Rainbow Bridge to Ganon's Castle.
There's the horse.
There is the horse. So I'm now suspecting Strength 3 is going to be on one of our cows.
Strength 3 on a cow would be fun.
Now
Definitely know it's not Link's cow because that's been
Yep.
minted dead.
I was just going to say that.
We do have the save walkers actually in Longland Ranch for adults, so easily pick up 4 of the 8.
Quick warp to the forest. Let's see what Marco decides here.
Yeah, see where he goes from here. If I was playing, I'd go inside Ganon's castle, see what's lurking inside the trials.
No, I'd go straight to the Valley Cow.
Bomb it to Valley Cow. Homing missile to where Strength 3 is.
It's just like one of the few child-only cows.
Yeah. Okay, you bomb it to Valley Cow. I'm going to the Grotto Cow in DMT, and then we'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Meet up at the Lamon Ranch after
Yeah.
Save Warp is adult.
Marco also picking up the mask.
Yeah, he's not forgetting that he hasn't seen... I don't think we've seen a Skull Mask or a Mask of Truth hint.
I think we saw a Mask of Truth hint really early.
Okay. But very quick Child 2 segment. Not many child checks left other than, say, bottom of the well. Plus whatever's inside the Deku tree.
We haven't seen... Oh, Lax. There we go. Always forget that. We haven't seen what's inside the Deku tree, and we also haven't seen the Deku tree.
Yep.
So...
Marco's going to be hoping, though, that Strength 3 is just going to be sitting here in Gan's castle.
Yeah, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? Still needs to find the BK.
That's right.
But yeah, picking up that Strength 3, doing all the Strength 3 checks that are in here would be the dream. That would be the dream.
First
There
look
is.
at Medigoron.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not worth it.
Scammed us! Scammed us! We didn't even keep the 20 rupees that we just got.
All right, which trials are on? Which trials are off? Forest and water are on.
I wonder if Marco's just going to do the trials now. I wonder if we're going to see some trial play. Got the light arrows. You're kind of in here already.
Yeah, I think that makes a whole lot of sense.
You need to do it. Yeah, he's doing it. This is nice. This is stuff you don't really see in Standard very much, doing trials. Don't see much of Ganon's Castle in Standard at the moment.
Yeah, maybe it's time to open up the bridge, but turn on all the trials.
Whoa. And have no BK, no bridge setting, like open bridge, BK easy,
Yeah.
BK easy, and it's just get the trial items. Now they are some interesting sets. Strength 3 every seed. That's the green bean gone. Oh, is that the basis of Saws? Oh my god. Maybe I need to have a go.
What does SAS stand for?
Saws is the standard anti-weekly settings, I think it stands for.
Ah.
So everything that is on in standard is turned off. All the checks that are on are turned off. And all the off checks are turned on. So all the schools are shuffled, Mask of Truth is on.
Yeah. I remember one of the first times, I think, watching Emo Soda run one of those.
Very much so. One of the key advocates for that.
Quick jump slash through the red ice to hit the rusted switch.
Yeah, this puzzle is just never completed. Just left sitting there.
They just needed to to pull that red ice wall, you know, a couple inches back.
Yeah. There's Bloom Beam gone. It looks like a Shadow is off. We knew Shadow was off.
Fire is on.
So we'll be just checking the checks here. Had to double take at that chest there to see if it was gilded with skulls or gilded with important loot. And it was skulls today.
Here, the hover boots are coming in handy.
Yeah, like we said with this trial, and like we saw with Forest Trial, hover's really, really good.
I completely missed Hamsda jumping back here into the Forest Temple, looking at some of these bow checks.
Yeah, I'm back in Forest. Kind of missed that. I know I did note there was a bomb bag on the eye switch in here. Oh no, okay, never mind. I was about to say, it looks like another trial is off, but that's the one that Marco's already done, so...
He's got plenty of hearts to tank a little bit of damage in like that.
I guess we are coming up to the losing of the bet for those who said less than 3 hours, including myself. Fortunate people, but for those who selected 3 to 4, your time is now.
Here's that bow strat you were talking about earlier.
Ah, see.
Now, these are something that, in my opinion, should get randomized. The sun faces.
There we go.
Yeah, Rob Dog is right in chat. This is still one of the best places for the boss key. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, I think the ice cavern entrance might be an interesting place to start. Wow, that was it's Lost Woods, but it's actually Lost Woods Bridge for that warp.
Yeah, I think Marco's gonna be walking up the river from here. It looks like.
So this is our first major divergence, I'd say, in the seed. It's taken us 3 hours. Happy 3 hours, by the way. It's taken 3 hours, but we've got Hamsda doing something that Marco has not done, and we've got Marco's doing something that Hamsda hasn't done. So
yeah. They've been kind of following the same route through this this mess here, with the major exception of Marco checking GTG a lot earlier.
Yeah, that is really been it.
Kind of double dipped that place.
Mm.
Hey, there's some beans.
Beanos.
Don't do us anything.
That could be something for next season. Pre-planted beans might be in the mix.
Yeah. Big fan of that one. Very swag backlocking with those hover boots for Marco to get past the waterfall. Doesn't have the time to play Zelda's Lullaby. Takes too long. But luckily, Marco was able to hang on to that blue fire that we got like 2 hours ago.
That's a bomb up there. Nice that we had forest shortcut open. So once Hamsda finished with Blue Poe, he was done with the forest temple. Yep. Unfortunately, didn't find anything, which is just story of the tape. Like Hamsda being very thorough, clearing a lot of the seed, and just not getting rewarded for it, not finding anything.
Good news is he'll be picking up Lord Banana in here. And after that, we'll have a pretty clear direction what to do next. But Marco in the driver's seat looking for the final 2 pieces of the puzzle. Ganon's boss key, which is going to be in a dungeon somewhere. And Strength 3, which could be anywhere.
And with looking for Strength 3 and GBK, Marco could go back to Forest at some point, but at the moment, completing Forest was a bit of a nothing play so far, so unfortunate for Hamsda.
Going for the worst skull up here in Azora's Fountain. Strength 2 locked. Not useful enough.
Nope.
But kind of
Gotta
low
pick
on
up
health,
that.
so we'll get that refill.
Oh!
There it is!
There it is! Just chilling there. There is Strength 3. Now, what I expect Marco to do here would be to get into Ice Cavern, save, leave, go back to IGC, and check out Light Trial. That'd be what I do.
I think it depends on what's in here. If this is the Deku tree, it would be pretty quick to clear out, I think.
Yeah, might just be. Good point.
Even if it is Master Quest.
Shadow.
But it is Shadow Temple, and Marco says, you know what? It could be in here, so why not? It's a whole lot denser than the Light Trial. It's also not an easy way for Marco to get back to Ganon's castle. I think save warping to Lanlan would be the quickest. And Marco has no shame pulling out the Lens of Truth for the maze or the turnstile. And he's skipping the first 2 checks in here. That's a gutsy move.
Is he checking? No, the shortcut's not on because the truth spinner would be done.
Yeah, that's right. Those 2 are tied together. But maybe he's having a brain fart moment and doesn't realize.
Well, he's not worried about small keys because there's no small keys. So you don't...
Yep.
You're not going to get locked that way. But that just seems... I know, it's an interesting tactic there.
It's a bold play. As Hamsda picking up Lord Banana 3 hours 6 minutes in. Someone in chat thinking Marco feels like he's behind. And I guess that would make sense if he's skipping checks like the first 2 in Shadow.
Yeah, who'd have thunk that Marco would be the one skipping chests and not Hamsda? Like...
Marco, pretty humble. He's been beaten before. He can get beaten again. He's as good as he is. He's not undefeatable. Meanwhile, Hamsda is not jumping off the hand. He's going to go up and kill Twinrova. Pick up that Prelude, or was that Nocturne?
It was Prelude, yeah. In here.
Looks like there was something good in there. No, maybe not. Maybe like just trolling them.
Nice use of the Lens of Truth to spot that chest as well.
Alright, the Crusher Room coming up. 3 really quick checks.
Yeah, all eyes kind of on what Marco's doing at the moment. The other thing, avoiding out from the crushers. As Marco doing the newer checks here. Not finding anything of worth currently in the Shadow Temple.
Now approaching that halfway point.
Hamsda lowers the elevator to get to the Gerudo face, ready to kill Twin Rover and Tainted Nabulu. And that's not a spoiler because it's in the opening menu sequence, so spoil near the end of the game. Yeah, with this we're really just limiting ourselves of checking dungeons now and items in dungeons and checks in dungeons to find that GBK, which is only in dungeon checks now. Hamsda taking these witches out. The Song of Ice and Fire. Just watching Marco play is just, well, I was going to say really interesting to watch. And then he goes and ruins my sequence by voiding there. But just, you know, watching these runners, seeing how good they are, seeing their level of execution, being able to do these seeds at the speed they do it in. Absolutely monumental.
Yeah, I'd have been wasting a whole lot of time checking cows.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have found Strength 3 because it was sitting on an iceberg.
No cows in Zorscon.
There's no cows in there.
I wonder if they're allergic to milk.
Well, there's cows in MQ Jabu. They're technically in Saurus Phantom.
Oh, true.
And we do have 4 MQ dungeons on today, but we've only really seen DC. We saw the lobby of water as Hamsda picks up Prelude. We don't know where Bottom of the Well is. And we don't know where Deku is.
Well, so if it's beatable only, Bottom of the Well cannot be in the Water Temple for child to access.
Mm-hmm. That's if it's all locations reachable, though. It still could be shock beatable only, or required only.
Meanwhile, Marco has gone aboard this ship. See if he goes for the pacifist route or if he's going to take out these Stalfos. day I've sequestered a couple of Russian soldiers, so no harm, no foul in doing the stabby. Taking them out with a vengeance.
Hamsda getting rid of his bugs. Telling, these are the hover boots, aren't they? So nice little strat here to dupe some bugs and sell them to this begging man. Here's a bottle of bugs. Gives you 50 rupees.
Dev intended duping. Right, it looks like the Redeads don't have anything for us in the back of Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow so far being a bit of a dud. I like how Marco's equipped ice arrows though. So he may be seeing a bit of a treat.
Now, the real treat is loading up one of the new blue fire arrow seeds. Took 3 long years, but we finally got them. I did not know ice arrows blew up bomb flowers.
There we go, yeah. There we go. And Hamsda now head into the Temple of Time again.
As a reminder, Marco did skip out on the first 2 checks of Shadow, but instead is valuing the song on bongo. Let's see if he wants to jump back in if it's nothing. And Hamsda making that deposit back into the Temple of Time. He's going to go clear out Jabu. Marco freezes the big hand. Freezes the big face. Whatever.
Easy. Easy. That's hard. Like, you got to know whether... You got to hit the hand. You got to know where the face is going to be, because you can't pick out the lens of truth whilst loading up the ice arrows.
I also gotta be paying attention to that timing without the big Goron sword.
Like, very, very good.
Sun Song.
Not the most overly helpful songs. I guess Overworld Schools can help with that. The 1 check in Graveyard.
That is our 3rd and final spiritual stone. We could go check on... Have we found an Ocarina of Time hint? I know we found the Ocarina item hint.
I think we've seen both. I think we have seen... Yeah, seen both. Potato and song.
Thank you, VXR. Marco going back in. Probably gonna be feeling pretty bad if he finds the boss key here.
Yeah, could have found this first. Yeah. Yeah, still looking for K-Saws, still looking for Iron Boots. Are we gonna see 5? Whoa, dead hand on the mound over there. Could we see Big pose. Feel the scale.
Never know. I think at this point, Marco is likely to go back and do the light trial. But after that, there really aren't a whole lot of great places to go do checks.
Hamster's going to get baited by the big chests in Jabu. Okay, warping back to inside Ganon's castle, and we are going to not yeet that rock.
Oh, you know
that
what?
can wait.
Ganon's castle boss key could be vanilla.
Could be. Could be. That'd be good. Oh, nice gainer there.
Very impressive.
Oh.
Now it's time to yeet the second rock.
Yeet that rock. Look at him hovering over here. Amazing.
More gainers.
Gaining respect. That's what he's doing. Easy. Easy. Fluid. I think Marco used to run MST, or does run MST.
Yep. Sounds familiar. Stream title.
Yeah.
All right, eat number 2.
Into the Ganon's castle pillar.
Oh, there's a go. The chest. Open it. There you go. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Go, 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 go.
That's it.
That's it. That's the last one we had. So light trial was the answer. And that is Marco in go mode.
Well, Marco probably be feeling a little badly having gone all the way through the Shadow Temple when he could have picked up those gold gauntlets and just run back to Ganon's castle.
Yeah, could have left, could have done the F-dubs and done light trial first, the shorter, more denser play, the riskier play, because you might have left the top, or had to do the top chest and leave it. But yeah, interesting.
But that firms up our final 2 racers for RSL Season 4. Barriers dispelled. Marco has one last setting to deduce, and that is the tower collapse.
So this is like we've really, we were in this casino for this boss key, and that's it. The seed's gonna be done in 6 minutes time. Like we're gonna, well, depending if collapse is on or not.
And it could have been a little bit quicker, too.
Yeah, Marco versus Zeuros in the final. I think Zeuros is French, so it's going to be all French final.
Well, it's been 3 years with Canadian champions. It's time for a European. I'm pretty sure Rob Dog's Canadian.
They're in chat. They could confirm or not. We also had a European winning the main tournament as well in Cariosa. So
yeah,
Europeans
very hype match.
Taking over.
I think given that Prelude took us to the Colossus Warp, it's pretty good odds that all locations reachable was on.
Yeah, I think that there's nothing pointing away from it not being ALR, so I'd probably say that would be, my guess would be that would be the setting.
Unfortunately, I think Hamsda just being a little too thorough. I think there were 3 different points where he was waiting out time of day to pick up a Skulltula. That's just not the time and advantage you want to give to a runner like Marco, or any runner really kind of makes it into the semifinals.
Hamsda also cleared out all of Forest as well. So the time losses just racked up a little bit, just was being a little bit safe, never found anything that was really really confirmed it for them. They had to leave DC to pick up more money for bombs, so the consumable kind of thing. Just, yeah, everything just didn't fall to plan. Like, not finding ZL early, or at the same time Marco did, because then Hamsda found the Ocarina. Maybe could have gave Hamsda a little bit of an advantage, but yeah, Marco's really done well today, really sped through the seed rapidly.
And the collapse is off. You know what time it is, chat? It's been 3 hours. It's about 25 minutes. Finally made it. Here's Ganon.
Ganon looking mighty today. Been to the gym. Definitely arm day today. The way
taking
he's
his vitamins.
Those swords. Has a bit of a facial adjustment maybe required, but he's looking good.
He's Marco equipping the hammer, unable to swing his Master Sword, but with the big brain storing that jump slash in his crouch stab attack. Phase 1 easy as that.
Yeah, I wonder how the runners feel with how in front, behind they felt throughout the seed. There was a comment before saying Marco may have felt like they were behind because of the late Ocarina finding, but I wonder if Hamsda felt like if they were in it or not, if they felt behind. So it'll be interesting to hopefully hear from both of them following the completion of the seed.
Yeah, it's so much easier being here in the commentator's booth or in chat watching the restream. But when you're in the thick of it, it's no easy task. But easy enough for Marco. 3 hours, 26 minutes. Who's ready for bacon?
And Hamsda deciding that enough is enough for one day and not going to finish off.
Yeah, a real impressive record. Hamsda going 5-1 through the Swiss rounds. Marco going undefeated thus far in the tournament. 1 match left for that to be a possibility.
Yeah, really good. Really fun, interesting race. The settings were pretty nice to us. The strengths came pretty nice to us as well. We found the items. We were never in a massive casino, right? We were very much looking for stuff for a very short amount of time. Yeah, RSL bot did not choose violence, so interesting to see if Marco continues the winning streak.
Absolutely. With the one exception of both gauntlets kind of being casino. The good news was for that Ganon's Castle boss, he was narrowed down to his dungeons, and by the time we were looking for it, there were very few dungeons left for us to clear out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in case you missed the spoiler warning from earlier, Marco will be moving on. They will be facing off against Zeros in the finals of RSL Season 4. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a double elimination? Or is that single elimination as well?
I'm not 100% sure, actually. I'm not sure. I know Challenge also has a third place playoff on it. I don't know whether that would be something that the two runners would be happy to complete for third place. To wait and see for that as well.
Yeah, Hamsda versus Ryuking would be quite the matchup.
That'd be a good match to watch. Looks like Hamster's not going to join us for a chat afterwards. Let's see if Marco may join us a little bit.
I'm sure, and just brushing off the adrenaline rush is he's rushing up the stairs to Ganondorf.
Yeah, there's always that buzz when you're climbing up the stairs and you're checking like, are they gonna snipe me? Are they gonna snipe me? You get closer and closer, and yeah, it builds up. Nice to finish the seed though. Nice to come in. Really good performance by Hamsda as well. Like, they made a decision to be very thorough, and I really respect that. That's a really cool decision to do.
As we're waiting for Marco possibly to join us, it's a great time to give those runners a follow, putting on these kind of races and practice seeds, and Marco doing vanilla OOT. Runners definitely be following here on Twitch, as well as the trackers behind the scenes. Couldn't have done it without Carliana and Warren Traveler today. And thanks, Chuckles, for jumping in here in the last day or so.
Yeah, no, thank you for August for joining me as well. This has been oop and a olla. As we don't say in person, but yeah. Yeah, did you say thanks to our trackers, Carliana and Warren Traveler? Did I miss that?
Yep. Definitely want to shout those folks out.
Yeah, that was out as much as possible. Looks like Marco is also not going to be joining us in the booth, so
yeah,
that might be.
I'll do
that
it.
Might be us for the day, Auka.
Yes. So, yeah, that was a pretty fast seed for Russell, I guess, for tonight. So yeah, thanks to our runners, and like you already said, thanks to our trackers and our commentators too. Thanks to both of you for signing up for today. So now we have for the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Random Settings League tournament, we have the bronze match and the finals left. They are not scheduled yet, so we will have to see when they will be scheduled. And besides this tournament, we have quite a lot of other tournaments going on right now. We have the IHDPR Challenge Cup coming up these weeks. We are on the brackets phase of this tournament. We have 2 matches coming up on Friday. Actually, Thursday night and Friday. So between Zafikel and Searlink a lot, and one other game between Tech and Rebel. And besides that tournament, there is the Skyward Sword Randomizer Co-op tournament that is in its group stage. We are on the last races of the group stage, and everything is decided by these races, so definitely good matches to come. They are all on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. So yeah. I guess that's it for... Oh yeah, there's also on the 4th of June, there is the 3-day remake Zelda relay race that will be on on this Saturday at 2 p.m. UTC. It's 5 games, so quite a lot of things to watch. So definitely jump in if you want to watch some awesome races. So that's it for tonight. So thanks everyone, and see you later. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, bro.